Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Lexi Otts here, and it's Tuesday. We're doing Tuesday trivia, but today's Tuesday trivia is not going to be like any Tuesday trivia we've ever done before. This one's going to be very weird. We're doing Nuggy the Ruggy presents Mystery Tuesday trivia. While Nuggy was here last week, he gave me a birthday present, and the birthday present was a trivia game, and we're going to play that today for the Tuesday trivia. It's just a little card box. I don't know if you recognize this. You might have a very good chance today because this is the game right here. Where in the world go global with a fun trivia game? Don't be Googling nothing, y'all. But yeah, we're gonna play this game today because in some ways this is a real long off season, and writing a trivia every Tuesday is tough. So I'm gonna cheat today, and I actually told Nuggy I was gonna do this probably. I'm gonna use your cards for the trivia because it's a week off, and honestly, it's a very good trivia game. So it's good for our game. In fact, it uses the same style of trivia as David and I. So there's like a 3-clue thing, and then you're gonna have to guess what it is from the clues. Now today we're only doing one guess per clue per person. No 2 clues, no 2 guesses per clue, just one guess per clue. So if you write in an answer, that's it for that one clue. You just get one shot, each person, one shot. And there is a timer of 20 seconds to keep you from writing twice. So please take note, regular players, that you have one answer per clue. And there will be 3 clues per each of the 20 questions. There will be 20 questions today. And there are bonus questions also at the end of it. So there's a lot of opportunities to score some points. David has a spreadsheet ready for scoring. And I appreciate David and what he does to help me do this trivia. And thank you to Nuggy the Ruggy for giving me a nice birthday present. And we're going to use this today for playing the trivia. Now, I don't see a whole lot of people in here yet. So we'll go ahead and do some housekeeping first, some of the comments in this comment section, and then we'll get right into it. But it's going to be fun. It's not going to be normal. In some ways, this trivia is something that it's not even actually. Well, I don't know how to describe it. We'll just do it, and I'll show you what it's up. So yeah, Trevor's here first. Good morning, family. Take care of yourself first, or you will have nothing left to give others. Self-care is not selfishness. You cannot serve from an empty vessel. This is the philosophy of being on a plane when it's going down. Save yourself with the air mask first, and then help others. You can't help anybody behind you or around you on the plane if you don't put that oxygen mask on yourself first. So this is kind of the same philosophy. Take care of yourself and then take care of the people around you as you can. Yeah, it sucks. In some ways, this does sound like a selfish philosophy, but it's true. Trevor's saying you can't be your best and you can't do your best and help out in the best if you're not at your best. And that's so damn true. Thank you, Trevor J., Commissioner of Fun on this channel. Definitely a very fun commissioner these days, sending me this trophy. And apparently, I've got to expect something else getting delivered today. Trevor J. is telling me this morning. So I got to be on the lookout because the UPS truck is coming again today. That's, yeah, we're going to see. This is big what he's sending this time. Holy crap, what Trevor's bringing. I might not be able to debut it for a couple days because it may take a little while for me to build it. We'll have to see what it's like when it comes. Trevor's also saying Coloco's still working hard. Hope we get him back. Yeah, let's do the Instagram stories right now, because I feel like this is in some ways the Raptors news, and people come here for Raptors news. They may not want to see the trivia necessarily today, but they want to hear the Raptors news. So let's go ahead and do it right now. Instagram stories. First of all, we're going to start in with Jacoby Walter. Jacoby Walter is in Miami, guys. He has checked into Miami, Florida. We're going to see a pattern in a second here. Miami is where Jacoby is. He is in Miami, just so y'all know. Where in the world is Jacoby? Well, he's in Miami. And he's saying happy birthday to his pops on his Instagram also. Very cool to see Jacoby saying happy birthday to his dad. It's also kind of like his birthday was just last week. So him and his dad have a very similar birthday, and they're both Virgos. So Virgo Nation, what's up? Gary Trent Sr. is happy. He's proud of y'all. McCurr is out in the desert somewhere, where I think he's near Phoenix somewhere, but he's also on San Andreas. It's weird because he's not playing the most recent Grand Theft Auto. He's not playing the new one that's coming out soon. He's playing San Andreas, and I know San Andreas when I see it. He's playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It is a classic, if not a very old game. Lloyd has released a bunch of pictures from their Spain trip on his 4 files account on Instagram. If you're not following What About Lloyd on 4 Files, there is Scotty content you're missing. And basically, there's a lot of pictures of him and Mobo and Jay Simpson and Nick and Scotty, the entourage in Spain last month. And it's just tourist pictures. And Lloyd has an artistic eye for taking pictures. And well, he's showcasing it right now. And some of the beautiful architecture that they saw in Spain mixed in with the broskies, and taking pictures of them palling around and being happy. So good job. What about Lloyd? A great visual artist, indeed. Gary Trent Sr., let's see. Is he in that? No, he's got his hats from yesterday. He got like 3 different hats when he was opening those boxes we were looking at yesterday. And, he has a purple one, a black one, and a gray one. And they're by Keith Raymond or Keith James or something like that. I'm not totally sure what the brand is. But, yeah, he's all about these hats. And then we see he's put it on. He's styling it. Yeah, he looks good with it on. He's smiling real big. He's like, yeah, I'm a lady killer. I got my hats. And he is also saying, I'm a Virgo. Make it make sense before I get mad. Virgo season in effect. And Gary Trent Sr. is like our leader. Also, he's got Jamal Mashburn talking about what Larry Bird said to the USA Team Select team back in the day when they were on the Dream Team. And he says that he walked by us and he said, y'all better get ready. We're going to kill you tomorrow. Yeah, like, yikes. Larry Bird's a scary guy when he was talking trash and at his full powers in the NBA. And Jamal Mashburn very much remembers that. Jamal McGlure is saying, if it costs your mental health, it's too expensive. Those are his words of wisdom from his Instagram stories right now. Very happy to celebrate Jamal McGlure yesterday, and we'll keep updates on him. Gary Trent Jr. is at Remy, and we're seeing the between the legs dribble and the attacks, the nice little floater layups, the nice little going up over fadeaways. Yeah, Gary is working hard at Remy at Hollywood, Florida. Let's see. Legacy Scotty's putting on blast the time when Scotty tried to pour water on Damian Lillard at the All-Star game. That's pretty funny. I remember that. DJ Carton checking in Miami. That's the second Raptors has checked in Miami. This is very interesting. He's also thanking Javante Cook. And there's a picture of him with some short guy. I don't even know who that is. He's saying, my guy, great work hard. Wait a second. Arish Shamshay checking in Miami Beach, Florida. Arish Shamshay, DJ Carton, Jacoby Walter so far. Something's going on here. Christian Coloco has a new Instagram story that's showing him running across the court, back and forth, and jamming it. Doesn't take him too many strides to get up and down the court, but that is Christian showing the work he's doing. And y'all need to pay attention fitness to play panel, because this man looks healthy. This man looks like he's running fine. I'll bet you he doesn't have hardly any blood clots in his system at this point. And y'all need to clear him and let him get in that red and black Raptors jersey once again, because this man looks like he's ready to come back. And I'll tell you right now, Christian is wearing red and black while he's running up and down the court on this clip. So, yeah, you go, Christian Coloco. You get healthy, and you return to the team that drafted you in the second round 2 years ago, the Toronto Raptors. Yeah, he looks really, really good with his strides. He looks like he's doing great. Davion Mitchell is celebrating McMillan, football player. I don't know who he is, what team. It looks like Patriots. And then, whoa, wait a second. Davion Mitchell is checking in Miami, Florida. Wait a second. When is training camp? What's going on here? Emmanuel Quickly. He's on a boat, and that looks like an airport. Wait, that looks like Miami, Florida also. There he is. More pictures of him and Jalen Brunson from the other day. Him and Jalen playing against each other at the sanctuary and taking lots of pictures of them at work, putting in work, going against each other, point guard versus point guard. Yeah, you love to see it. Emmanuel very much sweating a lot in these pictures. There he is on the street again with his friends from New York. He's posted a lot of Instagram stories in the last 24 hours. All kinds of stuff. I'm just going to flip through them real quick. And if I see anything new that's interesting in them that I hadn't seen, it looks like he was at a fashion show. It looks like he was hanging out with Malika Andrews of ESPN, Emmanuel Quickly. Yeah, he was at some sort of fashion show. And then now he's on the back down, and he's in Miami with the other guys, I'm pretty sure. So he's checked in Miami also, guys. So, yeah, let's see. Jamal Shed celebrating preseason All-American. Houston players and the preseason All-American guys on his old team. And wait a second, Jamal Shed has checked in Miami, Florida. All the rookies are there. Scotty and Mobo are there. I'm seeing a pattern here. Norman Powell is putting on blast Kenyon Labs, best device for pain relief. It looks like a little massager. And he's got his dog Rocket sleeping on the couch and saying, Sleepy Rocket. It's so cute. Such a cute little doggy. Now, on the 905, there's a contest we're doing right now. 905 Official is doing a tournament of highlights from last year. And there are 8 entrants, 8 different 905ers from last year. And they want you to vote on which highlight is better. In the first bracket, it is Amari Moore versus Justice Winslow. And it's an Amari Moore transition dunk where he really gets up there and throws it down. He skies. And then the Justice Winslow block is a block from behind that absolutely is fantastic too. So you guys decide for yourself between those two plays and vote for which play you think is best. And it's a tournament style. So there's going to be one play that wins in the end. So whether you like Amari or Justice in that clip, we'll check it out. The other bracket that is up for voting right now also is Miles Burns. Another amazing dunk in transition where he really gets some air. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I think he dunks on some guy. He goes right through him or something. Or maybe the Amari Moore is. But you can tell. And then Mo Gay dunk is up against Miles Burns. So y'all go in and vote for the highlight of the year from Raptors 905 last year. And me personally, I enjoyed the 2 big dunks by Moore and Burns. More Burns is what I'm saying. More dunks like that, gentlemen. This year coming up in the 905. Please, more Burns. Okay. Brendan Carlson checking in South Beach, Miami. Wait, what is that? Wait, what is going on here? There's like 6 or 7 Raptors that have checked in to Miami, Florida. Something's going on here. DeRozan is in New York now, doing his book tour already. Above the Noise with DeMar DeRozan. He's there today. He's going to be signing today in New York. He'll be coming to Toronto after that. So be ready for that. Let's see. Grady Dick is at the drive-in. He's saying this is the best time of the year to go to the drive-in movies and sit in a car and watch the big screen movie on that way. It's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Grady. But are you in Miami? That's what I'm wondering, my guy. Because it doesn't say he's in Miami. Yeah, so definitely check out the 905's highlights, the different highlights, and vote for who you think has the best highlight from these highlights, the 8 highlights there. So I'm sure they'll put the other ones on blast today, so you can vote on those ones too. But make sure you get in there and vote if you want to have a say on which was the best highlight from the 905 season last year. Now, the Raptors 905 have announced their coaching staff. Drew Jones has his coaching staff announced, and he will Monique has declared that the longest standing Raptors 905 coach now is Arslan Jamil. He's been there for a couple of years now. And the other guys are all pretty new. It's Josh Henderson, Justin Cerise, and Brandon Leftwich. He's been around too. He was there last year also. So we have 2 returning assistant coaches for Coach Drew Jones on the 905 staff with the additions of Josh Henderson and Justin Cerise. Yeah, so there you go. We know our 905 coaches for this season. And there you go. Coach Andrew Jones, we wish you all the luck in the world in the G League this year. And Jamison Battles got somebody on blast. I have no idea who that is. So there's your Instagram stories for today. It's a very overwhelming presence of Raptors in Miami right now. And they're down there, and they're putting in early work together before they even start preseason training camp here. So that's amazing. I love that they're all down there already. That's really, really cool. So let's see what else is going on in the chat. Since you guys came in afterwards, and we'll start the trivia as soon as I get to the end of the chat. So don't fill up much on the chat, and we'll get to the trivia real quick. So let's see. David saying, let's get it. And Fiercely saying, good morning, fam, and happy trivia day. You know what? Happy trivia day to you, Fiercely. It's going to be fun. Coloco looking really, really good with the running up and down the court. Clear that man, fitness to play panel. Please clear that man right now. Trevor J needs to write a book of quotes. Maybe. I mean, Trevor's a man with all kinds of different interests and things that he's doing. Maybe you can get involved with this. Maybe Trevor has some sort of connection to Random House or Penguin Books or something like that. I don't know, Trevor. Maybe you should look into this. Tom Duke saying, Darko, use your eyes today. I'm looking forward to watching the debate. Rest in peace, James. James? Who's James? I'm trying to figure out what he's saying. Oh, James Earl Jones. You're talking about James Earl Jones, the voice of Darth Vader. The great longtime actor who passed away yesterday. Yeah, that's sad. That is sad to hear the passing of James Earl Jones yesterday at 93, I believe was how old he is. Of course, he's such an iconic actor, the voice of Darth Vader. Also, his appearances in Field of Dreams and other great movies. He's been in so much different stuff over the years. He's a voice in The Lion King. Yeah, this is sad. And in some ways, he's an icon from my childhood. I know that he used to appear on Sesame Street all the time, too. So, yeah, you're making me sad, Tom. You're making me sad. Let's see. He's saying, use your eyes today. I'm looking forward to watching the debate. Yeah, I don't even want to bring this up today. This is a little nerve wracking for me because I know that they're going to try and do something dirty from one side. I just hope that Mrs. Harris comes in there and kicks some major ass, and everything is very evident of what the reality of this situation is right now. She can take the low road with him a little bit, but she needs to have as much class as possible. Do not let him run roughshod over you. Do not let him do some domineering bullshit games, and just be the better person and have a clear voice of policies. That guy's going to come off as an idiot no matter what. Trust me. And what she needs to do is make it very clear what she is standing for and that she actually has real policies. Because that was a question yesterday in this stream, and I got really mad yesterday again about politics, Tommy. So I don't want to bring this up right now. If we could ignore the election as much as possible and not bring it up unless we absolutely have to, I'd be very appreciative of that, because I did go off on politics for about 45 minutes yesterday. And in some ways, I don't want to do that every day. I really don't. Let's see. Tommy's saying, go Raptors. I may comment about the debate tomorrow in reaction, but for the most part, I really don't want to follow this election closely. Let's just let it happen. Go vote. That's what I'm telling everybody. Just go vote. Yeah. Trevor's saying lots of Raptors are in Miami. They're all down there, and they're all working out, and they're all posting the same kind of picture in Miami and with the beach. And I mean, that's not a coincidence. We know that Darko's probably down there with them too, and that they are putting in work, and they're starting their training camp early in Miami. They're going to do training camp in Montreal still next month, but you know what? They're getting a couple weeks in right now, and maybe they'll have a break again for like the last 2 weeks of September, and then they'll start training camp regular in the beginning of October. So we'll have to see. This is really good. I mean, the Raptors have been checking in with each other in different locales quite a few times since the draft. They were in Spain together at the sanctuary there, the new Players Association sanctuary in Malaga. And now they're in Miami together. So they're definitely getting together and working out. They've probably been at OVO a couple times too, in the whole time since in Toronto, also working together. So I love to see the commitment of our players in the offseason to come and show up and do stuff. You know, it used to be in the NBA, you'd have trouble getting guys just to show up for the first day of the training camp. There were always guys coming in late, James Harden. And you would be like, whoa, but we see these guys coming in like pre-training camp, pre-training camp. And that shows a real level of commitment. And, you know, in some ways that's important for a young team that's being rebuilt, that has a lot of youngsters that have a lot to learn, that they're showing the commitment and coming and showing up, that they're serious. And that's something that's very important. That's right. They're all in Miami right now. Randolph saying, beloved Raptor freaks, most informative gang, be blessed all day long. Your life must be lived, not in an imaginary way, but realistically. Life is not a game. Take life seriously. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying to a degree, but also we got to realize that some of the forces out there want us to be like really scared and worried and stuff like that. Life should be idyllic. Life should be easy. It actually should be. It's just that we've made a system that makes it hard for everybody. And in some ways, you know, I dream of simpler times. In fact, I'm trying to go towards them more and more in my life in ways that I can. That's right. Trevor's saying, I'm thinking about you putting one out, Fiercey. Thank you. Putting one out? What do you mean putting one out? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Oh, book. You're thinking about putting one out? You're thinking about putting a book out, Trevor? Seriously? Okay. David's got Darko on blast. Yes, Tommy. Yes, Darko's a badass. We love Tommy. Darko eyes. Yeah, there you go. There's the fire eyes. So he did it. Tommy, thank you so much for making the Darko with fire eyes. That is not a complete crap. That is very completely awesome is what that is, Tommy. Yeah, we're going to give Tom 10 dunks right now. Real quick. Tommy's getting 10 dunks for his Darko fire eyes. You requested it, David. You got it. 154 for Tommy. That's right. That's sick. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, look at that. And he's got me on blast too. Tommy, thank you so much. Randolph saying, Lex, I hope the Lakers don't snatch up Koloko after Christian Wood's surgery. We need Koloko. Let's not put this in even the words. How about that, Randolph? All signs are pointing to his first option and first place is us, and we do have a place for him to land. And you know what? It's justice in this world. If DeMar DeRozan wants a sense of justice in the world, well, the Raptors fans do too. When it comes to Christian Coloco, and yeah, let's not even utter this. This is crazy. I don't care what's going on with Christian Wood. I don't give a shit what's happening with the Lakers. They could fuck off. They are always trying to get spare parts from different people. But you know what? They keep getting rejected these days. Dan Hurley, C.D. Osman. So, yeah, maybe Coloco will say, no, fuck y'all. Because I ain't having this shit. No, Randolph, come on. Don't even say that. David's saying, wrench me so I don't have this 20-second delay for trivia. All right, yeah, I need to wrench you real quick. Add as moderator, standard moderator. There you go, David. You're wrenched. Dana's saying, good morning. Happy debate day. Yeah, let's hope it's happy. I mean, I don't want any funny stuff. If we see the mainstream media, we see the channel that is doing this, asking questions differently to two different people on the stage, well, we'll see a bias. And I don't want to see no bias. I don't want to see no softballs and allowances for fuckface McTrump head. And I want to see, I don't want to see them going aggressively against Mrs. Harris on the other side, Vice President Harris, because that'll be an indicator that the media is trying to very much prop up Trump through the coffers of the rich owning the channels. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all need to watch for that. If there's a different treatment of Trump and Harris tonight, know that the mainstream media's playbook is to do that and try and shape perception. So watch with open eyes and see if they treat them differently. That's going to be the biggest thing you need to understand. And dumber people will watch it with just the way they are, and they won't realize this is happening, and they'll hook, line, and sinker on whatever they're trying to do to them. That's what I'm saying right there. Yeah, let's just ignore it. Let's not talk about the debate, please. Please, let's not talk about it. Yeah. Fiercely saying, welcome to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Dun, dun. I got a little worried when I saw Scotty at the Hurricanes court. Yeah, 2 days ago on the Instagram stories. I'm like, man, you hate Miami. I've heard you say you hate Miami, Scotty. Why are you on enemy lines? Why are you in ops lines over there in the Hurricanes court? Because we're ACC, baby. We're Florida State, and we do not like the University of Miami Hurricanes. Sorry, Luther Campbell. No, we don't. No, we don't. Firebolt is here. It's so good to see the East Coast checking in. Our maritime friend, Firebolt, Carla, is in the house. Good morning, Lex and Raptor Freaks. I'm so excited that we're finally getting closer to seeing the Raptors play again. That is awesome. That is so awesome, Firebolt. And I really hope in the message that you sent us in our Facebook group that you will come to Toronto this season and come to a game. Yes, you should come, and we will do an event around you being here in town so you can meet more of the RFF if you do come here. So, Carla, let me know what's going on through the Facebook, and we will organize an event when you come here. I say that to any of the Raptor Freaks that come into Toronto for a game. If you give me enough lead time, we will organize an event where we can all see you. That's right. Stargate saying, who's down there in Miami? All the rookies. Scotty, Mobo, Emmanuel. I'm a bet that Fernando and Jakob are still there. They're all down there, Stargate. So they're doing training camp right now. They're doing an early training camp down in Miami. I can tell because they're all checking in down there. All the rookies are there. DJ Carton is there. They're all there. That's right. Trevor's saying, I'm here in Chicago for the rest of the week. Put it on a high education hair class for advanced hairdressers. See, that's what I'm saying. Trevor's an instructor in hairdressing. He's putting on a platform artistry, showing people how to do it right in Chicago today. So yeah, Trevor's a busy guy. He's always got something going on. That's right. David's saying, oh man, wait till I share the article I read with y'all. All I will say for now is grow your own food. A lot of it is criminal, what these policymakers and governments get away with and justify. My, oh my. I agree with this. And more, I want to grow my own food out here, because in some ways, I don't trust what they're giving us in the grocery stores. And man, I had an episode last night with some IBS that was not fun. And in some ways, that's part of it right there. If I grow it myself and I know there's no pesticides or nothing else on it, well, I know I have peace of mind. All right, let me put these glasses on. Let's get right into it. We're going to do the trivia right now, guys. Now, this is the same style that we like to do on this channel lately, David's 3-clue style. We will have 3 clues for each answer. And you guys get an answer for each clue. So you get 3 chances at each question. But y'all are all going to be going at the same time. So whoever gets it in first, yeah, but don't spam answers over and over again on each one, because that is a no-no. That's why there's a 20-second clock. And also that, we want each person to get a chance to try and get in there and get questions. So this is the thing. This is very similar to a game we played already this season when we did the basketball without borders trivia. So be ready for this. Okay, I'm gonna put my reading glasses on and we're gonna start, man. David saying I emailed you the article I read, Lex. Just wait till you read it. Okay, we'll take care of that off time. We'll take care of that off time, David. But thank you for emailing that. That's right. All right, guys. Let's see. All right, I got my cards. These are the cards we're playing today. Where in the world? Where in the world? And I want y'all to pay really close attention to the answers because there will be a bonus question at the end of it that matters for this. Firebolt saying we're definitely going to start saving and planning a trip. Realistically, it may not be till either late in the season or at the latest next season, depending on finances. And we're moving next month. Okay, well, whenever it is, we'll be ready for you, Carla. And if it's in the spring, that's fantastic. If it's next season, we'll be waiting. Either way, we'll be ready for you. All right, I'm going to take the first card out. And like I said, y'all only get one guess per clue. And once again, guys, we're playing cities. These are all going to be cities today. All the answers are all cities. So this is part of it. So I'm getting them randomly out of here. So I don't know the order of the cards. I'm just going to draw them from the top. And we're going to see how it goes from there. So these are cities, guys, just so you know. These are cities. So here's the first clue for today's Tuesday trivia, brought to you by Nuggy the Ruggy, who gave me these cards last week for my birthday. All right, here's the first clue for the first question. And write it in. First person to write in, David will give you the points and he'll mark it down. And then whoever's there, if it's harder and people are taking longer to get it, you may get more points because of that. All right, first clue for today. This city dates from 3000 BC, making it one of the oldest cities in the world. This city dates from 3000 BC, making it one of the oldest cities in the world. All right, any guesses, guys? Cities. I want the city. You don't need to necessarily put the country. Rome, okay. Jerusalem, okay. I have not seen the right answer yet, and you guys are done for this clue. You can't answer again for right now. So other people can get in there. There's Fiercey getting Athens, and you know what? That is the answer. The city of Athens is right. Fiercey gets the first card today. It is Athens, Greece. Is the first answer for today. 100 points to Fiercey for the first Nuggy the Ruggy mystery card of the day. All right, here we go. Here's the second clue, second card. All right, one of the city's most famous attractions was supposed to be a temporary installation for the 1889 World Fair. One of this city's most famous attractions was supposed to just be a temporary installation for the 1889 World's Fair. Yeah, and when David writes in the clue, he can even separate the clue answers. So what city is that? Y'all get one clue. Tommy Dukey's going to say Paris, and he's right. Tommy, you're right, my guy. You're going to get Paris today. So Tommy Duke, hey, getting the Paris. Paris, France is the right answer on that one. That's right. Paris is the answer. Bam, 100 to Tommy. Good job, Tom Duke. Good job. All right, next city. Clue number one is, and this is honestly, these aren't basketball cards, so basketball knowledge is not necessary today. This is more city knowledge. Okay, this clue is this city's Lombard Street claims to be the crookedest street in the world. This city's Lombard Street is claimed to be the crookedest street in the entire world. Yeah, you didn't cheat. Tommy, you got that. That's fine. It's good. We believe you, man. I don't think you cheated. Nobody needs to cheat today. These cards are easy to an extent. So just go off the top of your head if you can get it. Tommy's going to say Venice on that one. No, Tommy, that's not right for this first clue on the third card today. Nice. That's a good answer, but it's wrong. Fiercey, it's not right. San Francisco is right. Carla's going to get that one. It is Lombard Street in San Francisco, the famous street that goes down the hill that goes. So Carla, Firebolt getting on the board with the third card there. Very, very cool. And Kareem's behind. He's saying, so San Francisco, that's where they do the skateboarding. That's right. That is the right answer. But you're behind Carla. So Kareem, maybe not right in the skateboarding thing. No, Firebolt is not Carlo JS. Firebolt is a whole different person. Carla with a K. Carla with a K. Yeah, that is she's not normally in the live. She's our Maritimes West Coast RaptorsFreak. She's out there in the Maritimes, like on the East Coast. She's early time than us. Yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's who that is. No, Carlo JS is Carlo JS. That's actually Kaloy. And Carla is Carla. Yeah. Firebolt. All right, here's the next clue for the next card. Clue number 1. Oh, this is kind of easy. Let me see here. All right. Starbucks was founded in this city. Yeah, some of these are pretty easy, but we'll still kind of go with this. Starbucks was founded in this city. So if you can get this one, and Stargate's on that one. That's right. It is Seattle. Seattle's easy. He's just before Tommy on my screen, and Fiercey's right behind Tommy. So Stargate's first on mine. So 50. Yeah, you think that's too easy. David's going to say that's too easy. So 50. Tommy is too slow. That's all right, Tommy. You're all right. You're all right. All right, next one. We're going to go through these quick, and that's why I have 20 of them. All right, here we go. This city, its annual carnival parade is said to be the largest in the world. Its annual carnival parade is said to be the largest in the world. Yeah. These. Thank you, Nuggy the Ruggy, for sending these to me. Fiercey's going to say Toronto. That is not right. That is not right. It's a good guess though. Yeah. Which city has the largest carnival parade in the world? Is what this clue is. Rio. Okay, don't half-ass me. Don't half-ass me, Duran, because in some ways that is a half-ass answer. Because there's probably other places called the Spanish word river. Yeah. There you go. Fiercey's gonna come back and get it and steal it, seagulled it from Stargate. Stargate, you can't do that. That's a Duran song. Her name is Rio and she dances on the plain. Yeah, there you go. Andrew's here. Good morning, everyone. 26 days till preseason. 100 points of Fiercey. It is Rio de Janeiro. You need that last part. I'm sorry, man. There's other places called Rio. Yeah, Duran. That's right. We love you, Stargate. I'm sorry about that, my guy. All right, let's keep going. This is going along swimmingly. This city is the first city to receive a Royal Gold Medal for architecture by the Royal Institute of British Architects in 1999. This city is the first city to receive a Royal Gold Medal for architecture by the Royal Institute of British Architects in 1999. Yeah. Everybody, I'll take like 3 guesses, and if you don't get it, I'll go ahead and do the next clue. Copenhagen. Copenhagen. No, it's not the Copenhagen. No, that's not the right answer. That's Denmark, right? Denmark. Amsterdam is Stargate's clue answer here. Nope, it's not Amsterdam. I'll take one more answer from you guys, and then I'll go on to the next clue. Abu Dhabi. Tom, off the charts with Abu Dhabi. Nope, that's not right either. But that's an interesting guess. That's not bad. All right, let's go to the second clue. The second clue is it's the home of Gaudi's Sagrada Familia. It's the home of Gaudi's Sagrada Familia. Yeah, all right. Let's see if anybody can get from that one. Yeah, Rome. Fiercey's saying Rome. No, that's not right. And remember, only one per clue. I think this Fiercey circled back on one. Corsico. No, that's not right. Venice is not right either. So this is a little bit of a stump on this one. So we got 3 guesses in there. All right, I'll go to the third clue since it seems that these are the main players today. The last clue is this city's football stadium is Camp Now. This city's football stadium is Camp Now. Now, I don't know. Maybe you guys are gonna have trouble with this one. It's interesting. So yeah, it's the first city to receive a Royal Gold Medal for architecture by the Royal Institute of British Architects in 1999. It's the home of Gaudi's Sagrada Familia. And the city's football stadium is Camp No. Paris is not right, Trevor. It's a good guess. It's not right. He's like, huh? Milan. That's an interesting guess, Stargate. We'll kind of leave it open. Even you can have more than one guess on the third one, just to try and close it out. So yeah, if you guys get another guess in right here, you're welcome to do that. But yeah, I would say this. This is a city that's been important this summer to Raptors. This is also a city that showcased the greatest basketball team ever in the history of basketball. Yeah. The greatest basketball team in the history of basketball played in this city. Yeah. Yeah, that may be good enough clues right there. That's right, Trevor J. It's Barcelona, Spain, where our guys were hanging out, and that is where the Dream Team played their Olympics, was in Barcelona. So I'm going to give it to Trevor on this one. Stargate, you're just behind. 150 to Trevor because that one was a little bit more difficult. Yeah, Barcelona was the city. All right, let's keep going. All right, clue number 1. This city hosted the Summer Olympic Games in 1968. Don't Google this, y'all. Just go off the top of your head. What city do you think hosted the Olympic Games in 1968? Summer Olympic Games in 1968. Which city did that? Yeah. Who was hosting the Olympics in 1968? Don't Google it. Berlin. That's a good guess, Stargate. It's not right on this one. Rome is another good guess, Smooth Brown Man. That is not correct on this one. I'll take one more clue answer, and then we'll go on to the next clue, and we'll see. 3 answers, then I'll go to the next clue. Montreal was 74. That's right, Fiercey. It's not right. All right, so clue number 2. Home of the Aztec ruins of Templa Mayor. Yeah, London's not right. Fiercey, don't double answer. You got only one. Okay, you were going to put in that instead of Montreal. Yeah, just be careful, Fiercey. Only one answer per clue, please. Home of the ancient Aztec ruins of Templar Mayor. Stargate's got it. It's Mexico City. Mexico City is the answer on this one. Good job, Stargate, getting that one. Good stuff. There you go. All right, we're moving along. We're moving along pretty good here. Let's see. We got about halfway through, maybe a little bit more we got to do. 100 points to Stargate for that one. All right, here we go, guys. Be quick on this one. This is home to Yonge Street, the longest street in the world, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. This is home to Yonge Street, the longest street in the world, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. And Firebolt will get it, and she's coming to Toronto hopefully very soon. So, yes, the city of Toronto is the answer here. Tommy Victoria. Tommy Dookie. Do you guys have a Yonge Street in Victoria? That's pretty cool. That is very, very cool. Yeah. David, thank you for giving the points. You know what? I would just give 100 to all of them. I know you gave a 50 earlier, but we should just give 100 to all of them. I mean, that's just as easy as a Starbucks one. Seriously. All right, let's see. The next city is. You're just joshing. Do you guys have a Yonge Street? I'm wondering. Okay, clue number 1 for the next city is the microchip was invented here in 1958. The microchip was invented here in 1958. Yeah. Does anybody know where the microchip was invented? Don't Google it. Where was it? Taipei. That's a good, interesting guess. Andrew's going to think it's San Francisco, Silicon Valley. No. All right, let's. There's 3 clues. All right, let's go to the next clue and see what we say here. This city is home to the biggest state fair in America. Tokyo is not right either, Stargate. This city is home to the biggest state fair in America, and also the microchip was invented there. Good morning, RaptorsFreak Tues. South Korea is what Cool Cat's saying. It's cities. We got to guess cities, just so you know, Cool Cat. But yeah, where is the city the microchip was invented? And it has the largest state fair in the United States. Is the 2 clues so far. Yeah, they invented the microchip there, and Florida is a state. Cool Cat. We're doing cities, not countries and states. Atlanta is not right. Tommy, I like that you put the A on the end. Is not Atlanta. All right. Well, where is the largest state fair in America? I'm wondering. Austin is a great guess, Andrew. That's a good guess right there. It's not right, though. All right. We'll go ahead and do the last clue since we're at this point. This is the city where President Kennedy was assassinated, guys. Tampa is not right, Cool Cat. New York City is not right, Trevor. Yeah, and one answer per clue, guys. Dallas is right. Stargate got it. That is where JFK was shot. And that is where the microchip was invented. And that is where they have the largest state fair in the United States. Good job, Stargate, on top of it. Yeah, Nuggy the Ruggy, where in the world trivia? It's a weird one today. I didn't write the trivia. David didn't write the trivia. Nuggy the Ruggy gave me a little card game. Then we're playing where in the world? Yeah, you were very close with Austin. That's what I said, Andrew. You were so close. All right, clue number 1 on the next one. Suntan lotion was invented here in 1944. Suntan lotion was invented here in 1944. What city is this? Yeah, where in the world is this city? Yeah, you've thought of writing Dallas, but could not associate it with microchips. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it was Dallas where they invented the microchips. Pretty cool, actually. All right, but where did they invent suntan lotion, Fiercey? That's the one now we got to figure out. Tommy's got it out. Okay, what SPF is that, Tommy? Summer's over. It's on retail. It's on clearance right now, the suntan lotion. At least it is up here. That is right now, David. All right, let's see. No guesses on where you would invent suntan lotion in 1944. You guys are just joking around. Instead, Cool Cat's going to say Miami. You know what? She's right. And that's where our team is right now. Our team is in Miami right now. They're in the city of Miami practicing and working, having a pre-training camp down in Miami. So you're right. That is exactly right. The last clue. Look at the last clue. Will Smith released a song about this city in 1997. That's pretty hilarious. Cool Cat getting on the board with the Miami, Florida. That's right. There you go. There you go. Somewhere hot. And that was right. All right. Next clue, guys. This city is often referred to as the birthplace of jazz. Yeah, I think we've had this clue before. The Basketball Without Borders, Basketball Without Borders city trivia. We did do a trivia similar to this before. Andrew's on it. That's right. The birth of jazz was in New Orleans, baby. New Orleans. And he's right before Cool Cat. Andrew getting in there, our countdown maestro. Getting in there with 28 days to go. And New Orleans is right. Cowboys checking in. Look at Bradley coming in, checking in. 100 points to Andrew. All right, let's keep going, man. We still got a bit of a stack. All right, let's see. This clue for the first one on this one is one of this city's bridges is nicknamed the Coat Hanger. One of this city's bridges is nicknamed the Coat Hanger. Yeah, let's see if anybody knows their bridges. No Googling, guys. Just go ahead and try and guess off the top of your head. That's the fun of the trivia these days. Is we're not using the machines anymore. New York, Stargate, that's a guess. Good guess. It's not right. San Francisco was already an answer. Cool Cat. If there is a city's already been an answer, it's not going to be done again. So, yeah, it's not San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge. No, it's not. Let's see. Let me get one more answer from this. Who has this? What city has a bridge that's called the Coat Hanger? Los Angeles. No, that's not right either, Sir Spacey. So let's go to the second clue. Atlanta's not right either, Trevor. This city is the capital of New South Wales. This city is the capital of New South Wales. If you understand what I'm saying there, yeah, you will get this city. This city is the capital of New South Wales. Yeah, let's see. Dallas. Dallas was already an answer, Cowboy. You're two questions too late. Hartford is wrong, and Boston is wrong also. Melbourne is wrong also, Tommy. Tommy's the closest so far. Here's the third clue, guys. The home of Bondi Beach. The home of Bondi Beach. Yeah, this is the one that my parents didn't get out of all the 20 cards. There you go. Andrew got it. It's Sydney, Australia, guys, is the answer on this one. Andrew's going to get this one. Sydney. Yeah, my parents didn't get this one. They got all the rest of the cards except for this one. So good job, Andrew, getting Sydney, Australia is that one. Yeah, good job. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's not slow down here. You just thought American cities. No, this is where in the world, and pay attention to what the cities are because there is a bonus question at the end. There's 2 points, 2 different questions for bonuses at the end of this. Yeah. Tommy, the 22nd thing stopped me. Well, you got a wrench and you should just try and be not going in every once in a while. You're doing great. You guys are doing Fiercely's having fun. That's what matters right there. All right. Clue number 1 on the next one. BMW has its headquarters in this city. BMW has its headquarters in this city. Tommy, I know you're not cheating. You're an honorable man. You are an honorable man. Berlin is a good guess. It's wrong, Stargate. Berlin is wrong, Fiercey. Berlin. Take my breath away. Do. Cowboy, yeah, Germany is a country. We're talking about cities, man. Where in the world is this Nuggy the Ruggy? Where in the world is Nuggy the Ruggy? He's in Vancouver. All right, let's see. Munich is right. And there's our guy, Smooth Brown Man, coming in with this one. You know, I think we may have one of the most diversified scoring trivias today as far as everybody's getting one today. Everybody's getting in there and get one. Munich, Germany is where BMW is located. And Smooth Brown Man is going to get the points on that one. Look at that. Look at that. Not just a classic card, Maestro. That's right. All right, let's keep going. We have a short stack. It's getting smaller. Let's see where we're at. Clue number 1 on the next city is one of its most famous landmarks was a gift from the people of France. One of its most famous landmarks was a gift from the people of France. Yeah. Where in the world am I? New York. Andrew is on it. It is the Statue of Liberty, and it's New York. Yeah, good job, Andrew. That one's an easy one. That was an easy one. That's one of the Statue of Liberty. That's right, Cowboy. But that's not the answer. It's the city. Yeah, New York. New York. All right, next clue is the first Ferris wheel made its debut in this city. The first Ferris wheel made its debut in this city. Yeah, yeah. Where in the world is that? Where in the world is that, Nuggy Ruggy? London is wrong. London is wrong. Yeah, spell check status library. Status library. I go to this library for status. Yeah, yeah. Paris is wrong, Tommy. Santa Monica is wrong, Firebolt. Interesting guess. Interesting guess. Let's do the second clue on this city here. The 1920s gangsta Al Capone ruled the streets here. Yeah, the first Ferris wheel and Al Capone, baby. Yeah, Al Capone. That's right. Yeah, there you go. Fiercey knows. It is Chicago. Oh, sweet Chicago, home of Michael Jordan. Yes, yes, yes. It is right. That is that answer. Good job, Fiercey Salsera. Getting that one. All right, let's keep going. 100 points to Fiercey. All right, the first clue on the next one is it's the home of the luxurious Chateau Marmont Hotel. It is the home of the luxurious Chateau Marmont Hotel. Yeah, yeah. Where in the world am I? At the Chateau Marmont. Yeah, no Googling, y'all. No Googling. Paris, wrong, wrong. Paris, wrong. Paris, wrong, wrong. Dublin, Ireland. Hey, Bono. No, it's not Dublin, eh? No, Geesh. 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 Yeah, no, it's not Dublin. All right, you guys want the second clue? Home of the Dodgers and the Lakers sports teams. I mean, that's what is this? This is the Raptor Freak channel. We know what we're talking about right here. Come on now. That's right. Fiercey's gonna type it in fast. It's the LA Los Angeles. Angelizo. Yes, Los Angeles. And see, it's a host of the annual Academy Awards ceremony. Yeah, Dodgers and Lakers. Boo! The Lakers even found a way to be on this card. This is just the effect of Bronny. Over self-importance. At least they put the Dodgers on there first. All right, let's see. Next card. We got 4 more cards, guys. 4 more cards, and then we'll do the bonus round. Yeah. You're going to set 75 for Fiercey, 25 for Firebolt for spelling it. So the spelling was wrong. Oh, she did write Los Angeles. Angels. She is a francophone. Spell correct. I don't know. Maybe not her friend. I don't know. She did write it in again later. David is the commissioner of trivia. It's his adjudication, so we have to respect it. So we will. All right, let's see. Clue number 1 on the next one is this city was known as Edo until 1868. This city was named Edo until 1868. Yeah. David is very fair. He's very, very good commissioner of trivia. He's done an excellent job commissioning the trivia. Yeah, Firebolt's saying, give them to Fiercey. I'm good with that. It's all fun. Stargate's got it. Edo was Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo. Good job, Stargate, getting in there and getting his points here and there too. Yeah. Edo used to be. Edo was Tokyo. Yeah, there you go. All right, just a few more, guys. Bear with me. All right, this city had the world's first electrified metro system. This city, where in the world they had the first electrified metro system, like our TTC here in Toronto, who had the first electric metro system? Why don't we have electrified systems everywhere and we just ride on electricity and not gas? Montreal is not right. Fiercely going with the home. Montreal is not the first electrified transit system in the world. No, it's not. Hong Kong. Look at that. Cowboy coming in with Hong Kong. Washington. Andrew, interesting. Washington's not right. Let's see. You're thinking Edo State, Egypt, Nigeria. Oh, yeah. No. The Tokyo used to be called Edo. Yeah, Edo. Yeah, you spelled it right, too. That's awesome. All right, let me give you the second clue on this city. It was devastated by a fire in 1666. This city that has the first electrified transit system. It was devastated in a fire in 1666. Beijing is not right, but London is. Look at Fiercey getting this one. London, England is the right answer. They had the first electrified transit system. London, England. 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 100 points to Fiercey. Boom goes the dynamite. And I see you, Andrew. I see you. All right. This one is the first clue is there is no J Street in the otherwise alphabetical grid system used here in this city. Where in the world am I? Where in the world am I? There is no J Street in the otherwise alphabetical grid system used here. There's no J Street. J Street. Why is that? Why is there no J Street on this city? They have all the other letters except for J. What's going on with that? What's going on? Let me do some guesses. San Francisco, Cowboy? No, it's not San Francisco. We had that earlier. That was the Crooked Street clue. And San Francisco was one of the cities in this collection of cities, 20 cities. Yeah, but that is not right. Y'all want to take a stab at it? Baltimore. That's an interesting answer. That's not right either. And Orlando is not right either. Yeah, that's not a bad guess, Cowboy, actually. Tom Duke's going to say Ottawa. Blame Isaac for no J Street. Is Ottawa and it's Isaac's fault? No, none of y'all are right yet, but we'll keep going. All right, the second clue is Martin Luther King Jr. gave his I Have a Dream speech in this city also. So, yeah, they have no J Street, and Martin Luther King had a dream speech was happening there. Yeah, so you're Atlanta. Atlanta is not right in this instance, Fiercey. You only get one guess on the clues, so wait till the next one. Tennessee is not a city, Trevor. Washington, D.C. is, though, and that's the right answer. Stargate getting this one. Washington, D.C. is where I Have a Dream speech happened, and they're saying the Capitol building, Congress, all that kind of stuff. So good job. Stargate's getting the American history ones with the JFK and the Martin Luther King right there. Yeah, good stuff, Stargate. Last one, guys. Last card. But there will be more opportunities to get more points after this. Let's see. All right. This one is the home of Banpo Bridge, the world's longest bridge fountain. This city is the home of Banpo Bridge, the world's longest bridge fountain. Very strange. All right. Let's see who can get this one. Any guesses on the bridge fountain, where the longest bridge fountain is? Banpo Bridge. Yeah, I want to see what y'all say here. Yeah, this has gone along swimmingly. Thank you, Nuggy the Ruggy, once again for the birthday gift that has allowed us to do trivia today without me doing hardly any work. Dubai, okay, Stargate, that's not a bad guess. New Delhi, that's not a bad guess either. Bridge fountain, Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? He's like, what is that? What the hell is that? A bridge fountain? I know. My dad kind of said the same thing when I read that question last night. He's like, bridge fountain? He's an architect. He didn't even heard of this. Trevor's just saying China. China does not count. It's a country. Firebolt saying, I don't think I've ever heard a bridge fountain. I'm trying to picture it. Yeah, I'm wondering about it too. All right, let me give you all the second clue real quick. Gangnam District is the city's luxurious shopping area. Gangnam District is the city's luxury shopping area. Yeah. Gangnam. Hong Kong is wrong. Hanoi is wrong. Yeah, those are good guesses, though. Cowboy, Hong Kong is a city, and it's not right. Shanghai is wrong, and Hanoi is wrong. So you guys are wrong on all those ones. I'll give you the last clue, and we'll see how that goes. How about that, since we got 3 clues in there? All right, the last clue for the city is this is the largest city in South Korea, guys. This is the largest city in South Korea. Bangkok is wrong. Singapore is wrong. Yeah, Seoul is right. And Andrew's got Seoul. It's Seoul, Korea, guys. Seoul, South Korea is where the bridge fountain is, and Gangnam Style. You guys remember Psy? Gangnam Style. Do it, Gangnam Style. Yeah. All right, guys. We just did 20 cards of where in the world are you? And 10 of the cards had something in common. 10 of the other cards had something in common. If you could do the brain twisters of telling me the connections between 10 of the cities and 10 of the other cities, you will get bonus points adjudicated by David Saborin right here. Yeah, Andrew's got soul. That's right. T Dunk. Whoop. Yeah. Andrew's saying most were in America. Yeah, that's not enough. That's not enough. There weren't 10 of them that were in America. There were not 10 American cities in there. So, but there's 10 connections between 10 of them, and then 10 connections between the other 10. So 10 are in one category and 10 are in another category. You got to determine what the 2 categories are from the cities and thinking about what all the answers were throughout the whole thing. But Andrew, that's not specific enough, and it's not correct that most were in America. Yeah. 10 were something and 10 were the other. Capitals. Cowboy thinks it's Capitals. No, that's not right either. I'm sure a lot of them were. All right, Stargate's on it. Now, elaborate, Stargate. I'm going to give you the answer for this. 10 of them were Olympic hosts, and they were for the Summer Olympics. So I'm going to go ahead and say Stargate got it there. So 10 of the cities were Olympic cities, cities like Sydney, Seoul, London, Paris, Barcelona, Munich, Mexico City. Yeah, those were the Summer Olympic host cities, and that was one of the categories. So Stargate's going to get that one. David, give him a little bit of extra, just more than the other ones. Monique is here. Good morning, RaptorsFreak Crew. So happy to see the superfan Mo in the chat. We're just finishing up the trivia right now. Yeah, David, give him like a good chunk, a little bit more than the regular questions for getting that. Now, what were the other 10 cities connected by? Yeah, that's what I want to know here, guys. Yeah, 250 for the Olympic city, getting that for Stargate. Good job. Now, what was the connection between the other 10 cities, guys? And think about what those cities were, because not all those American cities had the Olympics in them. That's right. Some of them did. But they're not. That's not what connects them. That's not what connects the cities that we did on this Raptor Freak trivia today, brought to you by Nuggy the Ruggy. Yeah, good morning, Subway. Good morning, Subway. That's weird. Firebolt saying, as I told Andrew, the 10 cities are on that list are not all in the United States. If you think about it, like what was one of the cities we did here? Stargate saying World Cup hosts. No, that's not exactly right, but that's a good stab at it. That's not right, actually. No. But nice guess. Yeah, nice guess. Yeah. Think about where, like, one of the cities is. One of the cities is our city here, right? Toronto was on the 10 list. We've never had the Olympics here. So let's think about this. Let's think about what those other cities, the American cities that you guys are saying, U.S. historical cities. Well, what are they with Toronto? How about that? Montreal was not one of the cities on this list. We did not have a Montreal card, just so you know. There was no Montreal card. Yeah, David's saying no. Give them the question again. What do the 10 cities that are not the 10 Olympic cities, Summer Olympic international cities that Stargate already got, what is their connection? There's 20 cities we did today. 10 of them were Summer Olympic hosts, but some of the other ones are too. But we're saying there's another connection between the other 10 cities. North American is true, Andrew, but I want more specific. Yeah, I want more specific. Think about what the cities were and go through your head and thinking about them. And it'll become very clear to you then. Yeah. Like, what were the cities in America that we did on cards? Like, name them. New York, LA, Chicago, Miami, Dallas, New Orleans, San Francisco, Toronto, NBA cities. Andrew got it. NBA cities. That's right. And I did include Seattle, but historically Seattle was an NBA city, and it's probably going to be an NBA city again. So even though I did put Seattle in there, so Andrew's going to get this one. These are all teams that have NBA teams. Of course, we got to tie this trivia into the Raptors and the NBA somehow. So yeah, there were 10 NBA cities. Washington, D.C., yeah, all those ones. And the great thing was there's no Boston. All right. That was pretty good. I was a little worried about doing it this way because it's, not really a regular kind of trivia to do a little trivia box like this. Thanks again. Brought to you by Nuggy the Ruggy. We're in the world trivia, guys. I think it worked pretty good. I think it transferred over pretty good right there. Good stuff, man. Cowboys clapping for it. All right, let's keep going with this right now. We'll keep the more of the trivia points coming raining down. Since I forgot last week on trivia, I'm going to make sure I get the classic card today because I did. Firebolt thought that was very fun. Yeah, I did too. I thought that was really fun. Really, really fun. And David saying, thanks, Nuggy the Ruggy. That was fun and a nice change of pace. I agree. And David, we got to take a little bit of time off. So it's good. All right, y'all. This is an easy one today. Yeah, it was awesome, man. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here's the classic card, guys. I'm not going to show it to you too close. I really can't. And in some ways, we've had this guy recently, guys. Alley-oop to Nuggy. We'll definitely do that. Yeah, you want that wrench gone again? Yeah, thank you to Nuggy the Ruggy for sure. Remove as standard moderator. David, you are no longer a standard moderator. Yeah, that's it. Nicholas Batoon. Interesting guess. It's not right. Yeah, we're going to give these alley-oops in a second, Cowboy. I just got to do the classic card real quick. I'll definitely alley-oop to Nuggy and David in a second. I don't want to bring it any closer because in some ways y'all will know what it is if I bring it too closer. A little bit closer. How about that? Let's see. A little bit closer. Charles Barkley's right. Marie's got it. It is our guy, Sir Charles. Once again, it's another Charles card. Look at it. It's in the height of when he went to the finals with the Suns. He went against Jordan one year in the finals, and that was the closest he ever got to a championship. Of course, that may have been the best time of Barkley's career. He had really good individual years in Philadelphia. Don't get me wrong. But he had more team success in some ways with the Phoenix Suns. So, yeah, look at that beautiful Charles Barkley card. He's pushing J.R. Reed out of the way, which is hilarious. And who's behind him? Who is that back there? Is that Danny Ainge? Yeah, Danny Ainge is behind him there and behind him. But, yeah, if you guys like this Charles Barkley card, it'll be available at the next Raptor Freak Family hangout, and you can get it. So, yeah, Charles Barkley, the classic card of the day. Yeah, you always, Charles is cool. This is actually a really nice card. I like that card a lot, actually. All right, let's see. All right, now Monique is talking about how one of the new coaches is Justin Cerise. She posted a little bit of information about him in the Facebook chat. But yeah, I went over the 905 hires at the beginning of the stream, Monique. And it's really nice to see Andrew Jones filling out his roster of coaches and getting that set up for sure. All right, let me get the dunks to the right people. We'll give one to David because that's what Cowboy said. Give one to David. Where's David? David's right there. I'm going to give him a three-pointer. He's going to be at 184. So 184 for David Saborin, Commissioner of Trivia. And let's go get Nuggy the Ruggy real quick. I'm going to give Nuggy a 10-pointer. Nuggy, you're at 18 now on the dunk list. 18 dunks. So who's at 18? I forget. Anthony Parker, I think. Anthony Parker. You got that Anthony Parker, Nuggy. Nuggy the Ruggy. Nuggy the Ruggy. Yeah. Let's see. Griffin. What? Griffin. Fiercely saying, I like Charles because he calls out Lakers being put on blast when they clearly don't deserve it. Yeah. I've liked Charles for a long time. I liked him when he played before he was even in broadcasting. Like, he was a player that was just fun to watch because he was so explosive. He looked weird when he was doing it because he was so rotund, but he was such an athlete. He had some hops for a man his size, seriously. And he just tried so hard. He's the epitome of what the spirit of current players should be more like. Is Charles was just like one of these guys that was relentless. And he did everything he could in every game that he played. He left it all on the court. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of guys in the league these days that ain't leaving jack shit on the court. But Charles, he always left it all on the court. Let's just put it that way back when he played. And yeah, the way he is on the mic and his broadcasting career is absolutely fantastic. He's a Hall of Famer sports broadcaster and a Hall of Fame personality in this world. Trust me. He's so awesome. Yeah, let's go Raptors and Raptors 905. Yeah, we're getting hyped seeing the schedule for the Raptors and now their coaching staff and also this great competition with the highlights also going on right now. Yeah. Charles always tells it straight up. That's right, Andrew. That's the damn truth. That's right. Scotty's going to go do that. Scotty's going to do that. What? Scotty's going to do that? You think he's going to be like Charles? I don't think so. I mean, he could be like him as a player. I hope. I mean, seriously, Scotty. Charles Barkley is a great player for you to emulate as far as how hard he works and how much he leaves on the court. You be like him. Charles Barkley is a great role model. Seriously. Yeah. Smooth saying, what time is the debate tonight? I have no idea. In some ways, I'm sure it's just regular primetime stuff. Let's see. Cowboys saying Shamshay is in Miami with the rest of the team. They've all checked in on Instagram. They're obviously all down there at the same time together. So we're going to have to see what happens there. Andrew's saying 905 is going to be fun this year. Yeah, I think it's going to be extremely fun. I'm actually very excited about 905 season along with the Raptors season. I was not excited about 905 season last year, but I am this year. I'm definitely am this year. Brian's here. Good to see Brian from To The Point. What's up, Freak Nation? Here for the pick-me-up, Lex. All right, there you go, Brian. Y'all, listen, it's Brian's birthday this week. So let's say a happy birthday to Brian early, and we'll get him on his birthday also this weekend, guys. So, yeah, it's going to be Brian's birthday this week. Kareem's saying, well, I Wilfred at this trivia because I'm horrible at geography. Well, you weren't here anyway, Kareem. You came in late, and you missed it. You got to hit that live button, my guy. Cowboy said, let's F and go, Brian. Keep your head up. There you go. Yeah, we were looking out for you, Brian. You're in Freak Nation. So you're good, my guy. You are good. You're good. Don't worry about it, man. All right, let me go check on my tabs. David, great job scoring things today. Look, it's all over the place. Holy crap. And look at that. Stargate, you cleaned up today. It looks like the totals for today's, because David has it here. I can read it off for you guys. It looks like Stargate got 700 points today in the trivia. Fantastic. Andrew got 650. Fiercey, 475. Then we got 225 for Firebolt. 150 points for Trevor. 100 points for Smooth. 100 points for Cool Cat. And 100 points for Tom. So nice diversified scoring by 8 different people today. 8 different people scored. And the winner today was Stargate, who scored quite a lot. 700 points for Stargate today. Wow, good stuff today on the trivia, guys. And David, the live scoring allowed me to tell everybody what's up. Yeah, let's see. Monique or Fiercey saying happy early birthday to Brian. And Monique is saying, hi, David. I'm just okay. I'm still listening. Just quiet. Okay, so Monique has just been kind of like just kind of showing up and watching the shows like Tommy did for a while there, but just not participating in the chat as actively. Well, we love you, Monique, and whatever is going on, I knew you're a very busy person. You were going to see Usher last week and all kinds of stuff going on in your life. I just feel very blessed and grateful when you are a presence and very much around our stream as much as possible. But you know what? I understand. Sometimes it's not easy for you to, in the morning, to be on the keyboard with everybody right away. And we always have your presence around us. We love you, and you are a huge part of what we're doing here, for sure. Brian saying, Lex, DM me. I got a hookup for 905 tickets. Ooh, all right, Brian. I will. I'll definitely talk to you on Facebook about this. Kareem saying, Amit's still sleeping? Could be. You did say that yesterday, Kareem. You said, go ahead and sleep. He did not show up today. So, yeah, you and him were not present. Seymour wasn't present either. So there was a lot of other people snatching some points today on the Where in the World trivia we did. It was so funny. Nuggy the Ruggy gave me this trivia game, and we played the trivia all out of here. It was a lot like the Basketball Without Borders trivia we did with players and cities. Yeah. He had a long nap. Amit, we wish you well. I hope you're safe and everything is good for you, young man. Hope that good things are happening for you, man. Let's see. Kareem saying, Brian, I need that hookup. I'm a 5-minute drive from Paramount. That's what I'm saying. Listen, Brian, I might have to talk to you about maybe allowing our guys to come to see you on Saturday. I mean, if you want to get more people, maybe we can come. Who knows? I'm not going to be able to come just because I'm on the other side of town, but we'll figure it out. We'll be figured out, Brian. I got to talk to you, man. Let's see. Stargate saying thanks. Yeah, good job getting number 1 today on the trivia. Andrew saying they're going to rename the 905 to the Toronto Shamshays. Andrew, that's a dunk right there. I love that. The Toronto Shamshays. Yeah, that's a good one right there, Andrew. I love that. I'm going to give you a 3. 66 dunks for Andrew right now. He's been so awesome this year. In fact, I'm starting to feel like Andrew might be Rookie of the Year this year, guys. I don't know. Andrew's been around the channel for a couple years, though, so I don't know if he's actually in his rookie year anymore with the Raptor Freaks. So, yeah, but he is killing it this year with the countdown and all kinds of stuff he's doing. All right, let's see what Leo Routens is saying in his words of wisdom. He's saying what lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside you. Wow. What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. Wow. That is fantastic words of wisdom, Leo Routens. Thank you, kid from Kiel, and all the things you do for basketball in this country of Canada. You are an amazing person. We appreciate you, Leo. I know you're sad because you've lost your dog this summer, but man, we love you so much, Leo, and we hope that you're healing strong and you're ready to come back for another great season of Toronto Raptors basketball, the 30th anniversary season, and Leo's been there every single year, baby. Every single year, Leo's been there. Cowboy saying, alley-oop, when is the first game on 905? Oh, my gosh, Cowboy. You're going to make me go get my calendar and I have to tell you this right now. Just realize it's in November, I believe. Oh, my gosh, Cowboy. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. All right, where's my good calendar? The one for this year. I'll tell you exactly. I just don't know it off the top of my head. Come on now. All right, let's see. 905 is going to kick off on November the 9th. They're going to be in Delaware Bluecoats, 6 p.m. It's the tournament tip-off, the tip-off tournament. So they'll be playing 14 games at the beginning of the season in the tip-off tournament that's separate from the regular season. It's kind of like the in-season tournament. So they don't even start with the regular season. They start with an in-season tournament right away. And they'll be in Delaware playing the Sixers G League team on Saturday, November the 9th is the first game, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. November the 9th. And we do have a Raptors game that night too. So it's going to be a little bit of double duty, Bradley, on that day. Hopefully, well, actually, you know what? We're in LA that night. So we're playing the Lakers that night. So we're going to be in LA playing LeBron and Bronny later in the night. So it's going to be a doubleheader that day, that Saturday, 6 p.m., 9:05 versus Delaware Bluecoats. And then around 9, we get to watch the Lakers and the Raptors. So, yeah, that's the answer right there. Cowboys saying, Andrew's saying, yeah, this is my rookie year. All right, so this is your first year? Yeah, you can be rookie of the year. We've had some very good rookie of the year. Shere Khan. Yeah, we've had some really, really good rookies of the year over the years. Yeah. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Kareem saying the only rename of 905 will be 647. The Raptors 647? I don't know. 905 is so good now. It's become iconic. And, they can't do the September 5th celebration of 905 if they change it to 647. I don't know. 647 makes me think of pizza. I don't know why. Brian saying, all of Freak Nation is more than welcome to celebrate my Dr. Jerry West. Okay, I didn't want to say this and just to assume that this is fine. But Brian's birthday is on Saturday. He's turning 44, Jerry West's number. And he's having a birthday party on Saturday afternoon. And he invited me yesterday on Facebook. But he's saying that all y'all are invited. He lives over near Bathurst and St. Clair West in that area of Toronto. So it's a BYOB. And if you can, bring a platter of food. But it's a cookout. It's a barbecue this Saturday in Toronto celebrating Brian's birthday. And I'm over on the east side. I'm going to be over at Adriana's near the zoo. And that's nowhere near there. And I haven't seen her hardly at all. So in some ways, I really want to go see her, or I would go to Brian's party. But yeah, it sounds like all y'all are invited, and we can talk about it more coming up before it. If you guys are in town and you want to go to a fun birthday barbecue thing with Brian from To The Point, that he's putting that on this Saturday, guys, during the afternoon. So yeah. Andrew's saying, yeah, this is rookie year. Alley-oop. I already answered that. Can't wait to get my Shamshay jersey. Yeah, that'll be hype. Already Shamshay jersey, 905 or regular Raptors jersey is going to be very hype, Cowboy. Very, very hype. Stargate saying, I have a stupid question, guys. Is Bruce Brown still on the team? I haven't heard much about him at all. Yes. Bruce Brown is very much on our team. The last time we saw Bruce Brown, he's in Germany training, like in the last 2 weeks. But who knows? He may have reconvened and showed up in Miami right now. Of course, Bruce Brown has connections to the Miami area because he's a Hurricane. So he could actually be in Miami because that's where his alma mater is with the rest of the team working out. He hasn't signaled it on his Instagram or anywhere where he is exactly. But yes, Bruce Brown is still a member of the Toronto Raptors. He has been spoken by Bobby Webster this summer saying, yeah, it looks like Bruce is going to be on our team this year. We could move him, and we're going to be, looking around still, but he's going to start the season on our team. That, he may be somebody who's traded halfway through the season still because of his expiring contract. So that's kind of what's happening with Bruce Brown right now is where he's at with that Stargate, just to give you the FYI. Let's see. Andrew's saying Shamshay's getting 100 blocks his first game. I don't know. Is there enough minutes in the game for him to get 100 blocks? That's like over 2 average per minute. He's got to get like over 2 every minute, like in every minute. And he has to play every minute of the game. That's crazy. Kareem saying Andrew deserves to get some run with the big boys. He's a rookie, but he needs minutes with the vets. Alley-oop to you, young bull. There you go. Kareem's looking out for Andrew there. All right, let's give him an alley-oop. We're going to give him a 5-pointer, 71. And we're going to give old Butt Dial a dunk, too, for his analogy because it's funny. And once again, he's saying the Rook needs some run. This is what they were saying about Grady last year. That's right. 263 for Kareem Thomas. There you go. Good stuff, man. Lively stream this morning. I love it. Yeah. Cowboys laughing with Andrew, and Andrew saying, yeah, Kareem, I'm ready to crack the rotation. I think you are in the rotation right now, my guy. I think you're on the main regular Raptor Freak rotation right now. There are certain starters that are here every day, But yeah, you're here enough that you're probably in there. Cowboy's saying, "What park is your barbecue, Brian?" Because yeah, he's interested. Yeah, we'll have to. I don't know exactly. I think he says he's having it as his house, guys. So I think it might be at his house. Monique's saying, "Very happy to see the guys in Miami." It's so awesome, the dedication, isn't it, Monique? They're dedicated like we are. I'm here every day. You're here every day, and you're just Raptors 24/7. The dedication of our young Raptors to all come together and work together and on off time. Seriously, this is still off season. And in some ways, this is the last remaining time before the very long grind. Well, the fact that these guys are all showing up and doing this, it shows a strong, strong commitment to Coach Darko, his system, and the Toronto Raptors franchise, Masai Ujiri, Bobby Webster. And I love that so much. You youngsters that are down in Miami, get that sun and fun, but also get in that gym and get that connection, get those reps up, and get the synergy between all of our rookies, and all our young players, Scotty with the rest of them too. Emmanuel, yeah, I hope RJ's down there too. But RJ's kind of on dark mode most of the summer. He's not really showing what he's doing for the most part. Around the Olympics, RJ's showing different things. Maybe he shows some of the events he's doing. Maybe he shows his magazine shoot. But otherwise, RJ's pretty quiet on the Instagram for the most part. So it's trying to figure out where things are and stuff like that. Andrew's saying, if Bruce plays well this year and gets that last starting spot, do you think that will fuel the Raptors to trade him even more? I mean, this will be great if this happens. In some ways, I kind of like the idea of starting Bruce Brown in the starting lineup as the fifth starter instead of Grady, because it does showcase him for trading him this year. It's not that he's long for our team with the nucleus of the youth, because in some ways he doesn't fit with our time schedule. He really is a piece that should go to a franchise that's about to compete. So what we need to do is make sure that Brown Jr. is getting time on the court to showcase it and show that he's healthy, because last year he wasn't healthy, and that's been part of the thing holding us up on moving him, is that his knee was messed up during the last part of the season last year. So he wasn't even showing us his true self when he was on the Raptors last season. So hopefully he's healthy now after his offseason, and he could come in and showcase what he's going to do for other people, and he could be very attractive as trade bait. So I think that's exactly right, Andrew. As far as like maybe we do need to start him to start the season, especially since the first part of the season is so jam-packed with veteran playoff teams that are very hard to beat, and we have a lot of youth on our team. So you start Emmanuel and RJ and Bruce and Scotty and Jakob. That's a pretty experienced team in the NBA. And then you have the youngsters coming in as role players in different modes and roles. And, then you can kind of suss out where these guys are at in a safer way. But you may want that more solid lineup. Now, I'm not against starting Grady. Don't get me wrong. But it could really be beneficial to start Bruce at the beginning of the year to showcase him. Yeah. I think that's all about it right there. Brian's saying Bruce Brown is currently being shopped to the West at my place, guys. That's where his party's going to be. Yeah. I mean, Bobby's trying to talk to people. It's just that he may be getting offers. He's just like, yeah, I'm not even anywhere near what you guys want and what you want to do. We'll wait. We have time on this. And he does, because Bruce Brown's contract expires at the end of this season. And that's the thing that's attractive to people. Plus, the thing is, it's a big chunk of money. So it could really be that Bobby and Masai are going to turn him into a whole bunch of new young assets or draft picks all of a sudden in the middle of the season. So we'll have to see. And in some ways, remember, Bruce Brown is an extension of the Siakam deal. So when we trade Brown, it's really like extending what we got for Siakam. Everybody's saying we didn't get jack shit for Siakam. Well, we haven't finished getting what we're getting from Siakam. That first initial trade was just that part, and there's more to come. There's a draft pick still we got to make that we got from Indiana that in the Siakam deal also. So, yeah, Andrew's saying Shamshay and IQ look like they've been working out all summer. Yeah, a lot of these guys look like crazy. Like Chris Boucher's another one. He has been in that gym like mad this year. And, yeah, they're all working out like crazy. Seriously, Jakob, I've seen a lot of him in gyms this summer too. We know Scotty's putting in time. We know RJ's putting in time. Come on, guys. We know those guys are in there working. Let's grow, Shamshay. That's right, Cowboy. Let's grow. Stargate saying, yes, start Bruce at the 3. Either the 3 or the 2. RJ at this 3 and the otherwise. Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad starting lineup for experience, considering we're an inexperienced team. You got a guy who won a championship with the Nuggets a couple years ago, along with 2 veteran New York Knicks that came to our team last year. Scotty on the rise, as always, in his 4th year starting this year. And then Jakob. Hello. He's been in this league for a while. He's been in the school of pop. So it's a very capable starting lineup that may be very kind of competitive, is what I'll say. It's a competitive starting lineup with the rest of the league. Mo's saying, keep up the great work, Lex. Go Raptors. You too, Mo. You keep up the great work also. Because listen, the thing, Monique does so much write-ups and so much covering the Raptors during the season. And I'm looking forward to another season of seeing Monique's viewpoints and her opinions and the things she's seeing about the league and stuff. So, Mo, you keep up the great work also. I'll say that. Cowboys saying this year we're going to find out all the pieces of the Pascal trade. Well, not until the draft next year. Yeah, the draft, first round draft pick from the Pacers in the draft next summer is when we'll see that. And who knows? The draft trees and trade trees are weird. Like we can think about the Grevis Vasquez, Rudy Gay trade and how that turned into OG and Norman Powell later on. So like the Siakam trade in some ways is going to have a tree to it that comes off of it. And in some ways, everybody's going to say, oh, Indiana just won that trade because they got Siakam and he's like the best player in the whole thing. Yeah, that's true. But we got a whole bunch of fragments of different things that could blossom and grow into bigger things, just like some of the stuff that Masai's already done in his 10 years plus of being in charge of the Raptors. And you can think about the Rudy Gay trade was a seed that traded into so much really awesome things because Grevis Vasquez came here. And Grevis Vasquez turned into Norman Powell and OG Anunoby. So we don't know. That we'll have to see how all the moves go down and how it'll happen. We'll have to see. Andrew saying, I still can't believe we didn't get any of Walker, Mathurin, Nebhard, or Smith, though. Yeah, well, Indiana was being stingy. In some ways, that may have been part of the reason why it took a while for us to trade Pascal, was because it wasn't really fitting right. And they knew we were kind of on the clock. That at a certain point, well, it's either like we're going to lose Siakam for nothing, or we're going to have to pay him like crazy, and it's going to really hold up our salary cap in certain ways. Now, if we had gone that way because it had fit better last year, we'd have more success. We might have actually re-upped with Siakam ourselves. But the chemistry and the things that were happening just weren't fitting right. And it was time to start a new era of barbecue. So it is what it is. In some ways, Indiana had some of the leverage in that deal because they knew we were needing to unload him. So it's what we can do and what it is. Brian's saying nailed it on the outcome of the Pascal trade, Lex. Yeah, this is gonna be fun, Brian. And I always trust in Masai. And we're gonna see what we get in the long run overall from that. It's very clear what we got from the OG trade because 2 of them are starting for us right now. It's real clear. And that other pick is a pick that we got. I believe it was Shed. I think Shed is the other piece of that trade as far as like what we got from New York for OG, Precious, and Malachi. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Kareem saying Raptors all bulked up. They're the new WCW of the North. There's a lot of rumblings that since WWE is going to be on Netflix soon, that they need to revive the WCW brand and start like really trying to do what they should have done in 2000 whenever Vince bought WCW. If Triple H can pull off a real revival of WCW and having it stand alone and look like they're very different companies and there is a rivalry, they could have an annual pay-per-view where they have all the WWE stars against the WCW stars at the end of the year. That would be big money maker. They have so many wrestlers in the WWE between Next, SmackDown, and Raw. There's no reason why they couldn't figure this out and do this. They could even try and get the roots of the old WCW and as many of the wrestlers that are still around. Like if Jericho's still kicking around, oh, wait, he's on AEW. What a loser. Anyway, besides that, if we have some of the second generation from some of the WCW guys, like Rick Steiner's son, he could be like the champion of the WCW, and it would look really good if Braun Breaker is holding that belt, is what I'm saying right there. So I'm very interested in this kind of stuff in some ways, even though I'm not watching it. Yeah. Monique saying, my brother and I have been talking about the NBA 2K25 game lately, and he has made his player. I think it's better this year. All signs are showing that. I was with Ross yesterday. Terrence Ross was on the Twitch yesterday for a couple hours and hanging out with him. I tried to ask him if he's coming to see us this season. He ignored my question, but it could mean 2 things. It could mean that he ignored my question. He's not coming, or it means that he is coming. And he's not allowed to talk about it because it's a surprise. But yeah, Ross was on the 2K25 yesterday, and he likes it. He was playing it, and he was having a good time. Although this kid from Montreal kicked his ass, and his little emblem of his character was Po from Kung Fu Panda. It's like a little kid from Montreal kicked Terrence Ross's ass on 2K yesterday. Yeah, and I was watching that. And at one point, Terrence said, really? A kid from Montreal's beating me? And I had to think of y'all over there, Fiercey and everybody. It was like, yeah, he was disgusted by that. But I will give Terrence Ross credit on his 2K25. He's playing in a Vince Carter throwback, purple front, black jersey on his game. So his player, and he plays as himself. He uses his own skin, and he has the little NBA emblem, and it says Terrence Ross. So if you see Terrence Ross on 2K25, that's him. And yeah, he was on yesterday playing, and it was in the middle of a storm in Florida. They were having serious weather down there while he was in there. And he's saying stuff like, y'all, if I cut out all of a sudden, know that it's the tornadoes and the storm outside. So yeah, he was out there. And the other thing we learned about Terrence is that his office where he plays video games is separated from his house. And so if he has to go into the house, he literally has to go outside and walk around. He said, man, I wish right now my office was connected to my house because I don't really want to walk outside and go in the rain right now to get back to my house. So it's always fun to hang out with Terrence Ross on Twitch, slam dunk champion, former Raptor draft pick. We love Terrence, and I'm pretty sure he's going to come back to Toronto this year for at least one game. He's retired. He has the time, and I'm sure he will come up and say hello to us up here. But yeah, he's fun. He's always on Mondays during the day. I think he takes his kids to school on Monday, and then he has dad time on video games by himself. But everybody keeps asking him, Terrence, why did you retire, man? He said, I didn't want to play anymore. I want to be home with my kids and spend time with them. So, yeah, Terrence Ross, we love you. Raptors alumni, two-time slam dunk champion, Terrence Ross, the Human Torch. Yeah, you're our guy, man. You're our guy up here in Toronto. We love you still up here. I know that you have a lot of allegiances around the league between Orlando and Phoenix. And historically, his favorite team as a kid was the Lakers. And he plays as the Lakers on his 2K quite often, just so y'all know. Yeah. But yeah, 2K's better this year. I think that Scotty's enjoying it more too. From the time I saw him getting set up on there, he was enjoying it way more than the last couple times I've seen him start on a new 2K game. So I think it's a better game this year. I think it is, Mo. Dana's saying my math ain't mathin'. 13 people here and only 9 likes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Dana, but I appreciate you putting that on blast. Canadian Dana, always happy to see you. Cowboys saying we are a second-round pick from the McDaniels trade to check. Let's go, Masai. Yeah, honestly, our front office does such good work, and it's on the down low. People aren't going to really look at this Jalen McDaniels trade and think it's very flashy, but it was huge. And we're going to see it with Mitchell this season. Davion Mitchell is going to be a great addition to the Raptors on the down low, and nobody put that on blast in any kind of ways. In some ways, I'm going to predict this right now, that Davion Mitchell is going to have a career year on the Raptors this season, and everybody's going to be like, holy crap, the Raptors got a guy and project from another team that wasn't working out, and they made him into somebody there. That's just something that Masai and Bobby do. They look around the league, they see who has players that are not getting used properly, and they try and acquire them and get them over here and use them properly. And I think that that's going to be the case with Davion. It's going to be very, very interesting. I'm all about that. Yeah. Andrew saying we got 2 seconds, and Mitchell, Masai is a genius. Yeah. I think actually Shed was that pick, and Mobo was the pick that we got from Indiana. I think that's right. I think Mobo's the pick we got from New York. No, Mobo's the pick we got from New York. So Mobo was Malachi, and Emmanuel and RJ for Precious and OG. So Mobo is the New York pick. Shed is the pick in the draft. Is the pick from Sacramento, I believe. I'm kind of confused. There's a couple of picks. There's an Indiana pick. The Indiana pick was Jacoby. That's right. Indiana pick Jacoby. Jonathan Mobo, New York, and Shed, Sacramento. And then Shamshay, Grizzlies. How about that? Our only real pick was the one that we gave to San Antonio. That was our only real pick. We didn't have a second-round pick, and we got 5 rookies anyway. Cowboys saying, oops, just slam dunk the like button. There you go. I like that. Trevor J saying, Raptors are coming NBA for all the doubters this season. That's right. I like that, Commissioner. Andrew's saying one of those seconds is a Portland second, so it will most likely be a pick around 31, 32, and 33. Yeah, the Trailblazers, from all I can tell, is they're very young and raw, talented, but they really don't have the right direction. They're maybe not the right leadership as far as in the front office or even on the coaching staff for that team. So I don't know. We wish Delano Banton well, Shaden Sharp, but I don't know. That team is still going to flounder this year, I think. And we don't need to lose to them this year, Raptors. We lost to the Trailblazers last year, and that was a joke. We lost to all the bad teams last year. We don't want to do that this year. We got to take care of business against the teams that are definitely worse than us. And I think Portland's one of them. Fiercely saying, as much as OG and Pascal trades pain me, I always knew deep down it has to be done. I really like them. I have both their jerseys. Yeah, it's a tough thing saying goodbye to players, but in some ways the eras had to shift. And, that's the problem. You can hold on the past and it dries up the future. And we didn't want to do that. We needed to stay quick and light on our feet. And holding those guys with that money that was going to them was not going to make us light on our feet as a franchise. So tough decisions were made. And this is something that everybody goes through. In fact, DeMar DeRozan in his new book, Above the Noise, details how it was for him in early Raptors years in his early career about losing vets that he bonded with, that he really cared about around the Raptors in his early career, and how that felt and how that he had to get used to that. So that's just a part of the business. And we know Cool Cat has talked about not being emotionally attached to players because of this. Yeah. Cowboy saying, keep preaching, Trevor J. The Raptors are coming. That's right. 100%, Cowboy. I love that. I love that so much. David, thank you for re-upping as a member of this channel. 13 months, gold level member. Dap on that, David. That's big time. That's great support. I appreciate that. And he's gifted 5 memberships to the channel also. Let's see his starting 5 today. All right. First of all, we got the big man in the center. Canadian Cowboy Bradley holding it down the pivot like Shamshay would. There you go. Brian saying NWO for life, for life, for life. Okay, Scott Hall. Bryce Lawson is going to come in, and he's going to be our small forward. Bryce Lawson is the swing man. He's a guy attacking the rim and taking the shots outside. We got Logical Raptors fanatic who's lurking. We're going to let this guy be our he's our shooting guard. Mike is going to be the shooting guard. So, Mike, you're playing shooting guard. You're number 2. Then let's see what else. Wayne Strainer is the power forward. We're going to let you be the big man on the block, Wayne Strainer. Sergeant Wayne Strainer is holding down the 4, and Cool Cat's the point guard. Coach Cool Cat is going to be the point guard on this team. There we go. What a starting 5. Point guard, Cool Cat. Shooting guard, Logical Raptors fanatic. Swing, Bryce Lawson. Big power forward, Wayne Strainer. And the center is going to be Canadian Cowboy. Look at that lineup of Raptor freaks. We can go to the court, probably do pretty good with this lineup. I'm not lying. Seriously. I'd love to see you, Mike, in the chat. Good to see you, Logical. Let's go, David. That's right. Let's go. Fiercely saying, I stand by Masai and his decisions. Raptors will be back on top where they belong. Yeah, Masai's feeling better now. In some ways, he's kind of the harbinger of success and good things happening. Masai has been distraught. The Masai has been having hard times. It's been such a roller coaster for him in his time with the Raptors this whole entire time for 10 years. There were really good building times. But then when he had to trade DeMar, that was really hard. And the gamble of that and the championship of 2019, huge success. What a roller coaster. And then he wins, and then that jackass, right, immediately as we win, takes his moment from him. What a piece of shit that officer in Oakland was that did that to him. Well, he hasn't felt right since then, is what he said. And a lot of it has to do with all the things that have happened to our team, whether it's Leonard's decision, whether it's the things that happened with Gasol and Serge leaving in different ways. He hasn't felt right all through Tampa, all through the pandemic, all through the last year of Nick. And now he feels right after the second day of the draft. He says something feels right again. And I'm telling you, when Masai says that and he feels that from his intellect, his years of scouting, his years of understanding young players, he feels at ease and happier about the direction we're in because of that second day of the draft. And that's Jonathan Mobo, Jamal Shed, Ulrich Shamshay, and Brendan Carlson. So, yeah, there's something about those guys. And I think in particular, the guy that comes from Cameroon that has made Masai feel better. I'm going to say that right now. Dap to everybody all around. Dap to David, dap to Bryce, dap to everybody. Trevor's saying a report came out that the New York Knicks overpaid for OG, and he is the highest paid player on the roster. Yeah, he is. He's the highest paid player in the history of the New York Knicks, y'all. He's paid more than Patrick Ewing ever got paid. He's paid more than Carmelo Anthony ever got paid by the Knicks. OG Anunoby, and this is a very true fact, is the highest paid player in the history of the New York Knicks. In some ways, as a Raptor fan, that's pretty cool. I would say Fred's the highest paid player in Houston Rockets history, too, I think. I'm not sure totally. He might be, guys. Freddie might be the highest paid player in Rockets history. Siakam, I don't know. Is he the highest paid player in Indiana history? I'm seeing a pattern here all of a sudden here. Let's see. Kareem saying, I don't know how I always manage to dodge these memberships. I don't know. You're just really good at it. Maybe you're too busy dunking. Kareem said, alley oop to David doing Lord's work on the YouTube channel. Man, seriously, Saint David indeed. Saint David indeed. We're going to give David a dunk for sure. For sure. We're going to give him a 10. Why not? 194, David. You're at 194 now on the dunk charts. There you go. There you go, eh? Ross, Andrew saying T. Ross is always good in the game. He can shoot and dunk well at like a high 70. Ross was talking about, this is funny what he was saying yesterday. You know, he's retired and he hasn't really played much basketball since he retired. He said he's recently picked up the ball and started playing pickup games with other retired guys that are around that are his friends. He named specifically Austin Rivers and Brandon Bass. That Ross does have pickup games with people recently. He said he hadn't been playing for almost a year. He took a year off, but he's like, yeah, fam. I came out and I tried to start shooting again. And the first shot I shot was a bank three. And I was like, I still got it. So Ross has been getting on the court again for the first time since he retired just recently. So yeah, that's stuff you'll find out on the Twitch channel when you watch him. If you don't watch it, I'll watch it and I'll tell you here. So yeah, I'll collect all the Raptors information. And the RaptorsFreak channel is your one-stop shop to keep on top of everything in Raptors, current and past. That's right. Yeah. So T-Ross is fun, man. He's a fun guy. I wasn't talking to him too much directly, just kind of soaking it in and listening to him while he was Cowboys got Darko on blast. He said, I'm back. Alley-oop. David, another alley-oop since we're one more real quick. 195. David's at 195 now. All right, there we go. Let's keep going. Fiercely saying at Kareem, give us some of your dunks, and AI will know to send these memberships your way. Deal. And Cowboys laughing at eye candy. Fiercely's also saying, I see 2 likes, including mine on the screen. So weird. Yeah, I don't know. That's on my screen. I see more likes, so that's not the accurate amount. Cowboys saying this team is stacked. It's crazy. I hope so. We'll have to see. I'm not going to guarantee or believe anything until I see it in reality on the court. And that I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We don't want to get too crazy with the expectations. And we need to allow this team to be who they are moment by moment on their journey to get better and better at the start of this rebuild. That's just how it is. Barbecue era needs patience. Barbecue era needs simmering and roasting and slow cooking is what barbecue needs. And that's what we need. We need some slow cooking and let the flavor and the smell permeate the air and we'll enjoy it. But when we get to eat, we will get to eat at some point, but it may not be right away when we get to eat that next Larry O'Brien championship coming to Toronto. We're going to see. We got a slow roast. That's right. Andrew's saying that Mobo was a Detroit second from New York. That's right. Mobo was in the New York trade. He's basically Malachi now. So we turned Malachi Flynn into Jonathan Mobo. That's pretty good. We'll have to see if he's way more useful. I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Mobo is a better backup point guard than Malachi was. I know I'm really kicking him while he's down. Yeah. David's saying, nah, no dunks for membership gifting. No, man, that's very benevolent. And we like people that are giving and benevolent. All right, Mo's got my cutoff. I've got about 22 minutes left. But we'll see if I fill the whole time up. Cowboys saying Messiah is playing chess. The NBA is playing checkers. James Dolan is continuing to be a thorn in the side with the NBA. He's really mad at the new profit sharing model in the new apron system for the NBA because the Knicks make a lot of extra money and they're going to have to give it and spread it around to the whole league. He's a greedy ass motherfucker. And in some ways, this is good for the health of the league, but he is insolent about it. And he's decided that he's not going to vote any A votes on anything the NBA tries to do right now, whether it's like adding the WNBA team to Toronto. He was one of the only people that voted against WNBA coming to our team, but he was outvoted, so it didn't matter. So he's just being a little dick. And everything that the NBA is trying to do right now, Adam Silver, James Dolan's just showing up and saying it's just no, 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 no. And it's his way of protesting the new revenue sharing system that the NBA is going to be doing on this TV contract. So, yeah, fuck you, James Dolan. In some ways, the reason why he's pissed is because the new system is going to hurt his MSG network. That if Amazon and the new TV deals and they're going to start doing streaming, well, it's going to cut out a big chunk of his revenue from MSG in that region. And he owns that channel. So, yeah, I can see why he's upset and he's fighting it. But I'm glad. I'm glad you're upset, you litigious piece of shit, is what I say to him right there. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. I wonder if Banton will be on the 2028 Olympic team. I really hope Sharp and Mathurin are too. I think the last two are a good, strong bet. Their commitment to showing up around Paris and being around the Team Canada is a huge, huge step. That Ben Mathurin, if he wasn't hurt, he probably would have been on the Paris team. Now, Shaden Sharps, he's young. He still needs time to grow, but he'll probably be there too. The athleticism and the talents of that young man are astounding, and we'll have to see how it fits. Now, Banton, yeah, he could be very useful. The fact that Delano has done the underage Canada teams for us is a good sign that he is in line in the whole periphery of possibly being a future player for Team Canada in FIBA play. So we just got to see how Delano continues to develop. He could be very useful down the road. Yes, he could. Yeah, Kareem saying, sorry, Fiercey, I'm trying to break Shaquille O'Neal's dunk for most dunks in a single season. Alley-oops to you, Miss Werthers, Mrs. Werthers. He's using that term that he called her mom yesterday on her birthday. Happy 85th birthday once again to Fiercey Salcera's mother. That's fantastic. Yeah, you're funny, man. Kareem, stop, man. You're hurting me. It's too much laughing. Cowboys saying, fine dunk for David for being David the farmer. All right. Or you want me to do the Farmers app? Cowboy, when you put that tractor in there with the farmer, it makes me think I got to go look at the old Farmer's Almanac and see what's up on there. Let's see what's going on there real quick. This is a great day to go camping, guys. It's a great day to go camping and to prune to encourage growth and to straighten hair. So if you need to do any fall pruning in your yard, this is a great day to get out there and snip and help your plants in the right way, cutting them right. I would do some YouTube clips on how to prune things correctly and specifically each species, because every species can be very different a plant. So you might want to get a very detailed understanding of where you should clip it and when you should clip it. But today, the Farmer's Almanac is saying go ahead and prune for the fall. This is a great day to do it. That's what they're saying on there right now. Cowboys saying Kareem got me on the floor. Mrs. Werthers. Let's effing go. Yeah, Miss Werthers, eye candy. Eye candy's mother is Mrs. Werthers. Oh, it's such a loaded joke. It's so good. It's so good. And there's Darko with fire eyes again. It's a complete crap. Man, Darko with fire eyes may be my favorite one that you've done, Tom. Seriously, it's so cool. He looks really crazy with no eyes in this fire. It looks really, really crazy. Oh my gosh. Y'all look at the new Darko emote. It's like Darko with fire eyes. It's amazing. Yeah, Fiercey's laughing. Cowboys saying alley-oop for Tom Dukes for making the Chef Darko with the Terminator red. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy cool, isn't it? Yeah, well, all right. We'll give Tom another dunk for that. We already did earlier, but we'll give it again because Tommy's that just like that. 159. I'm giving you a 5-pointer this time. So you get a 5-pointer, Tommy. 159. And just saying, after the 2019 chip, Washington offered Masai a bunch of money to be the GM of both the Wizards and the Capitals. Masai declined it. I think this shows his loyalty to Toronto. Yes. Yeah. No, it's for real. You know, in some ways, we got to look at it this way. All right. Masai, where he comes from, was living in his car, not getting paid, being a scout for the Orlando Magic. He would travel from NBA City on his own dime just to get that foot in the door and go somewhere. Now, he ended up in Denver, and he was getting elevated more and more and rising through the ranks. And he became the GM of the Denver Nuggets. But then Lewicki, he came here, and he became in charge of MLSE. And Tim Lewicki is such an important person in the Raptors history for what he did. He started the Toronto FC, first of all. He built the OVO Center, and he also hired Masai Ujiri. And what Masai did was he separated from the Raptors from the Leafs and the rest of MLSE and said, we need our own quality and we need our own standard and we need our own kind of dignity separate from the Leafs. We're not an afterthought. We're not a team that should be like, oh, it's just the Raptors and the Leafs are more important. We need to have our own importance. And Masai was the one who gave space for that for our franchise. So listen, when he came in, Lewicki really gave him the keys to the car, and Tannenbaum and Masai are very close too. That's a big part of it. Is that Larry Tannenbaum, the owner, the loyalty is very strong. You're right. He has had offers from LA, New York, Washington, and he said no to all of them. And in some ways, we've rewarded him justly with his salary. And some people say he's overpaid. Ed Rogers III, fuck you. No, Masai Ujiri is paid exactly right. Trust me. He's worth every single cent that the Raptors pay him. MLSC pays him. So, yeah, I agree with this. He is loyal here. And that's why I said in the past, too, Andrew, I don't think Masai will go to another job after he works for Toronto. I think that he has bigger pastures to go off into, whether it has to do with the Basketball Africa League, whether it has to do with politics, whether it has to do with all kinds of different realms that Masai could enter after the NBA. Seriously, this guy could be a very, very important, influential humanitarian in more areas than just running another team down south. It's not like he came up here to fix up the Raptors and now he's just going to go around and fix up other shitty teams like the Wizards. We were shitty when he showed up, but he fixed us. And that's why the Wizards wanted him for that. And he's like, nah, I don't, whatever, man. He's like, he has no loyalty to down there. His loyalty is here. You're exactly right. That's right. Cowboys got Darko with fire eyes on blast. I love it. Andrew's saying Harden probably made a bunch of plays for Houston. Harden probably made a bunch of plays for Houston. I'm not even totally sure what that means. Cowboys saying, that's crazy. Let's go, Raptors. Respect. OG, thank you for RJ and Skipley. Yeah, OG and Precious equal to RJ and Emmanuel. Yeah, it's about right. Maybe a little bit more in our favor, depending on the growth of Quickly and Barrett. That these guys, maybe where they were with New York and Manuel being a backup point guard and RJ being, not totally utilized correctly by the Knicks system. Gauged to OG and Precious as equality. But in some ways, I'd say we have more room to grow from this. In some ways, OG's kind of hitting his ceiling as far as his game. And Precious, in some ways, we're not totally sure where he's going with his career at all. So, but I have a really clear, distinct feeling that Emmanuel and RJ are going to improve this year. And that we're going to see them be at a whole new level that they've never been in the NBA. And that's where we get the value. That's where we win the trade right there. That's where we win the trade right there. Fiercely saying highest paid player and deserving of it. Let's go, OG Clamp. Yeah, 2024, 2025 Defensive Player of the Year, but he can chill when playing with us, playing against us. Yeah, I mean, I think that OG it sucks because in some ways, I don't think OG is going to get a Defensive Player of the Year because now Wemby's here. In some ways, OG probably should have won Defensive Player of the Year like in the last 5 years. But now Wemby and people like Gobert, they're going to be overwhelmingly probably considered the people that should win it. And it sucks because in some ways, OG deserves a straight up Defensive Player of the Year at some point in his career. It'll be a travesty if this NBA does not give him one. He should have got one for the Raptors already. He'll have better chance in New York, obviously. But I don't know if he'll get it. It's going to be Wemby. Wemby's going to tie up that Defensive Player of the Year for a few years from now. I'm telling you right now, because he's just that kind of impact with his length and stuff. So it's a tough thing. They should have given it to him while he was still on our team for some of the stuff he did around our championship year. It's not even the championship year. It's in the years past. But people just been sleeping on OG as a Defensive Player of the Year for too long. Well, now New York's raising the bells and saying they want that for him. And, well, I'd be happy if he gets it, even if it's in a New York jersey, because it'll show a body of work that he's done, and it includes the years in Toronto. Yeah. Andrew's saying, I love OG, but it was frustrating watching him struggle to dribble after saying, I want a bigger role in offense. Like, bro, you got to prove yourself more. I know exactly what Andrew's talking about. I never wanted OG to pick up the ball and try and drive. I really didn't, because very often he dribbled it off his foot or something like that. Yeah, I totally get this, Andrew. I'm exactly with you on that frustration. Exactly with you. He ended up growing a bigger offensive role no matter what. In some ways, it's not about driving to the basket for OG, though. If he gets an open lane and he has an easy dribble, yeah. But him trying to dribble around people and people on him, that never works out really well. because it seems like when he gets contact with the defender, he gets distracted from what he's doing with his ball handling, and he turns the ball over, to be honest. That was a lot of the action with Anunoby when he would try and put the ball on the floor and attack the rim. But if he's totally clear and open and there's a lane, yeah, he can run straight at the rim and throw it down real quick, sure. But if the defender's there, he probably messes up his ball handling. Yeah, Kareem's saying, wow, that's a great stat. Our players become most paid players in history on different teams. Wow, what an amazing analogy, how we groom our players to fly. That's why we can't pay them all, because if these guys are going to go get this money like Norman Powell, Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, we can't pay all of them to stay here unless we're crazy, have a crazy owner that doesn't mind having all kinds of crazy tax infractions. You know, in some ways we have to be smart, and we have to budget, and we have to be smart. And in some ways, these guys are growing. We grow these players, and they grow into huge contracts. And in some ways, the Raptors can't retain them all. It's just not realistic. And fans that know that are in the know this. And fans that are unrealistic, they're just crazy. They're like, why didn't we keep OG and Pascal? Well, we couldn't afford it. Let's just say that. How about that? Cowboys saying, you know it, Kareem. Let's grow Raptors. That's right. We got the new crop. And, these guys are going to get paid on rookie contracts. And they're going to have to go and try and do exactly what these guys that just got paid last summer. Exactly like Fred and OG and Pascal. That's what I'm saying, Jacoby. That's what I'm saying, Jamal Shed. Y'all want those contracts, go get them. We'll pay you and develop you and get you there, and we'll get you those big paydays. And maybe when you get those big paydays, you might be playing for another team by then. But we'll see. We'll see. That's right. Let's see. Andrew's saying OG way more likely to win Defensive Player of the Year in the spotlight of New York. He'll finally get his flowers. Yes. And the New York fans will use their powers for good. I'm putting on blast OG Anunoby in all his powers and the greatness that he is. And in some ways, he was in the shadows here in Toronto, unfortunately. But you know what? He didn't care. He worked hard. He did his work. He kicked ass. And you know what? He was getting recognition on the Raptors, too, at a certain point. But it's just not on the same level. It's definitely not on the same level. That's right. Andrew's saying he's the best one-on-one defender in the league. I agree with that. I'll agree with that. Cool Cat's saying, I think Mobo's Scotty 2.0. I think so, too. I think that they have too much in common. In fact, their game's going to have a lot in common. Not just being friends since the fourth grade. They're going to have in common a lot of the same kind of philosophies and attributes in their game skill sets. In some ways, Scotty is, of course, on a whole other level. And don't expect Jonathan to be anywhere the level that Scotty is. But some of the characteristics, the skill sets on a lower level underneath him. Seriously, a big that'll pass like a guard. That is what Jonathan Mobo is also. And we'll just have to see. In some ways, once again, I want our young bigs that are coming in, Carlson, Mobo, and Shamshay, to really focus on the rebounding and defense first. That is the most important thing y'all need to do, is rebounding and defense. Get those block shots and get those rebounds. In some ways, your offense will work on more later on as you get more used to the NBA speed and size. And then we'll start discovering things with your offensive stuff. This is very much the path of OG. We'll get the defense locked down first, and then we'll start developing your offense more and more as time goes on. Now, don't get it twisted. If you guys can go off and start doing stuff right away and you're successful and consistent, I have no problem with it. But the building blocks to start your NBA career have to do with rebounding and defense, young man. And that's what we need you to do, Jonathan, Ulrich, Brendan. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah. Cowboys saying Darko's barbecue is the best coleslaw, rice, and peas, and mac, and potato salad, and he can't stop coaching. Cowboy, I'm going to give you a dunk just for making me hungry, man. Why are you doing this to me right now? You're making me hungry. You're making me feel like I got to go eat some stuff now because you just gave me the full menu of the cookout. There you go. All right, let's see. 106 for Cowboy. You're on the 106 Q1. You know what? I'm going to give you one more, and we're going to do a Q107. Q107, Toronto's rock station. Yeah, every weekend. Psychedelic Sundays. They don't even do that anymore. I miss Psychedelic Sundays. Where the hell did that go? Let's see. Cool Cat's saying that Knicks owner is greedy. He's earning that money off the backs of the players, and he doesn't want NBA players to get the fair share of revenue. Well, it's about the whole league, really. It's to keep the league healthy and allow the teams that struggle financially to be propped up in some ways. In some ways, it's like, I get it. You're saying, oh, they're no good. Why do we what is this, socialism or something like that? Well, in some ways, to have a healthy society, I really do believe the philosophies of socialism and capitalism can be intertwined in the right amounts of each other is absolutely the right plan for society. And in some ways, this encompasses You want a healthy ecosystem for the NBA. Well, we can't have some of the bottom teams that aren't doing well, like Charlotte and different ones, be struggling like this financially. So in some ways, yeah, it is kind of not the American capitalist way, but it is very good for the whole overall product of the NBA. And that's what Adam Silver cares about. And James Dolan's fuck you is what I'll say right there. Yeah. Monique saying, I wonder what made Playboy Cardi rock the Carter jersey. That's pretty cool. Lloyd put it on blast on his Instagram stories that Playboy Cardi is wearing the backwards Vince Carter old school jersey. It was the dinosaur Vince Carter. But yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. Raptors official admin want to put it on there. Maybe he's in the know about like the season we got coming up, 30th anniversary, and we're going to be honoring Vince Carter. So maybe he's just getting ahead on the trends because he's a trendsetter. And that's why Playboy Cardi's doing that. Yeah. Fiercely saying James Dolan is slowly building a case to be on Adam Silver's naughty list. He should be careful. He's already been on that list. He was on it last year when he sued us. You think Adam Silver wanted him to sue the Raptors? No, he did not. He was pissed at him when he did that. In fact, he said, you should be letting me just handle this. And Dolan's saying, well, I don't want you to handle it. You're best friends with Larry Tannenbaum, and you're just going to rule in the favor of the Raptors. And, in some ways, that's the whole problem right there. He's been a thorn in the side of Adam Silver for a few years right now. Just in some ways, this is not new. It's not new. Cool Cat saying Delano's length and is an advantage to Team Canada once his shooting is consistent. Yeah, and especially since he can play guard. That is a big, big thing. In some ways, yeah, he's very, very attractive to be in future editions of Team Canada in international play. In some ways, we got to see his commitment. We got to see him develop more as a player, like Cool Cat said, as far as his shooting being more consistent. He did have signs of this in Portland, seriously. In some ways, the way that Portland roster is a great ecosystem for Delano to fuck around and find out. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Cowboy's saying, Cat, I hear you. I'm excited to see how much Scotty plays with his best friend. Yeah, don't see it overall all the time. But yeah, the times when Scotty and Jonathan are going to be on the court together are going to be really fun. And there's going to be a lot of interesting things to look for as far as a history of connection. And in some ways, there's how they have the old saying, I know this like the back of my hand. Well, there's a certain level of knowing each other that's already pre-packaged in and downloaded on this connection on our team. That Scotty and Jonathan have played together for 15 years already. I mean, that's what we could say right now. We could say that these guys have been playing together for 15 years, y'all. So that is already accumulated reps. Let's just put it that way. That's accumulated reps. So we'll have to see. It could be very special. We'll have to see. Andrew saying Harden probably made a bunch of money in Houston. Oh yeah, he made a lot of money in Houston. That's for sure. But I don't know the all the salary cap going up and also the new contracts have ballooned again. And in some ways, we could say maybe Harden made more money in Houston like 5 years ago, but that may not be true because of just how much everything has ballooned just in the last year. Seriously, just in the last year. But who knows? I don't know the stats on this, but we know Fred making 43 million a year for Houston right now. That's up there in the top 5 of the highest paid Rockets ever. He may not be the highest paid Rocket ever, but he's up there. He's probably in the top 3. I would say that. Yeah. Andrew saying, I don't know if Fred has made more as a Rocket. Well, I don't know. We're not talking about like a cumulative over the years. We're talking about 1 year salary. Like he's making 43 million a year. James may have made 40 million a year, but he still made more because he was there for more years. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the highest paid as far as their salary for the year. And OG is the highest paid New York Knick in the history of their franchise. And I don't know if Fred is the highest paid per year right now. He's at like 43 or 45 million almost. And that may be the highest per year number ever. Harden may have only made like 38 million a year or something like that back then. Somebody can go look this up, but that's what I meant when I said that. Let's see. Cowboys saying RJ is gonna go beast mode this year. Yeah, we want FIBA RJ to show up. Come on in, Mr. Barrett. And we saw what you did this summer in Paris, and we'd like you to continue. Come on in, Mr. Barrett. Please, sir. Yeah, Cowboys saying I'd pick Shamshay over Wemby all day. That's kind of fun. I don't know. It's too early to say this. Let's let Ulrich start to develop and show the early signs of stuff, and we'll see how he grows. We'll see how he grows. Andrew's saying the Thunder are going to struggle to pay everyone eventually. Yes. And they're going to have to make tough decisions. Josh Giddey is already one of them. Josh Giddey is a Chicago Bull this year. And in some ways, he was part of that young core that they were touting that's going to be going forward. Well, he didn't work out for them in the playoffs, and it's hasta la vista, baby. And yeah, there are a few players on that team in some ways juggling it all and figuring out how to pay them. It's going to be tough. Now, the Jamal Murray signing in the recent days with the Denver Nuggets is signifying something. And there is an article out, or somebody is saying that maybe with the new salary cap and the new TV deal and the way things are going with like things, there may be less movement between teams as far as players. You know, the NBA over the last 20 years has been so fluid with player movement in the offseason, players really testing free agency and going all over the place. Well, in some ways, what Adam Silver has done with the new rule set is this is a byproduct of it is player movement and going every which way is not going to be as easy or probably not in their best interest. So the fact that we've had a bunch of players this summer lock down extensions with their existing current team that they're on is a symbol of this. And in some ways, the NBA may be more like the 80s and 90s NBA with player retention on squads, partly because of this new structure. I'm all for this because in some ways, the players form the identity of the franchises. And when you have so much turnover and so much flow every which way, it's hard to really get a franchise identity established again. And in some ways, that's attractive to this league. That the teams like the Showtime Lakers in the 80s, what the Pistons were as the bad boys, that kind of stuff we want to try and get together again, where there's team nucleuses that stay together over the years. And that's what's symbolic by Jamal Murray's extension that he just did. IQ, Scotty Barnes. There's a lot of extensions that have been signed this summer that are in line with this whole philosophy. So I'm really excited about that. And in some ways, we want the NBA to kind of stop being like trading guys so much every which way in some ways like that. I've never really liked how much that was. I know some of y'all would say this is good for the players, for player freedom and open market and stuff like that. But in some ways, it was a better product in the 80s and 90s when teams were kept intact as much as possible as they could. You know, the fact that people leave because they're just priced out, like what's happened to us, is not good for a team building over the long term. So it is what it is. And I like the direction we're going in right now with it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Shamshay over LeBron. Wow. That's a heavy one right there, Andrew. That's a heavy one. You're going to get Bron lovers after you. Cowboys saying, yep. Andrew saying Shamshay is going to average 153, 27, and 33 while winning MVP. This is crazy numbers. What do you mean 153, 27, 33? I've never heard these numbers before. That's crazy. Kareem saying, is Scotty's dog rocking the pinstripe? No. Scotty's dog is rocking this. Once again, Kareem, I'm going to say this. CeCe and Cardi are wearing this jersey with a 4 on it. This jersey. Purple front, black back, Keon Clark jersey is one I'm holding right now with the edges with the chevron. This is the jersey they're going to be wearing this year, y'all. I keep telling y'all this. Nobody's listening to me. It's not the dinosaur jersey. It's not the pinstripe jersey. We did those ones in the 20th and the 25th season. The 20th season, we did the purple dinosaur jersey. Kyle Lowry rocking it. And the 25th season in the bubble, Marc Gasol rocking the white dinosaur jersey that year in the anniversary year. This year, we're doing this one, guys. It's going to be the purple front, black back, Vince Carter iconic jersey. That's the one right there. I'm telling you, that's the one. Maybe they switch it up and they do a couple of different ones, but usually they do just one for the whole season. And I think it's this one. I'm pretty sure because it's the one that they keep showing in the graphics in different places. Cool Cat saying, yes, defense ensures a long career. Pascal, Fred, OG, Norman, DeLon, Jakob worked on defense to make a difference as rookies. There you go. Boom goes the dynamite, Coach Cool Cat. Always happy to see you here. Cowboys saying Shamshay is king. Prince Shamshay. That's right. He is legitimately a prince. That's right. Andrew saying Shamshay bringing that Larry O to Bafang. Yeah, that's his home country. Oh, look at this. Look at this, Ulrich. You see what this is? This is a Larry O.B., my guy. This is the 2019 Toronto Raptors, Larry O.B. And I want you to get another one for us, Ulrich. I want you to. Seriously, look at it. Look at it. We want more of these. Masai needs another one, man. And you don't want to disappoint the president, do you, Ulrich? So let's go get this. Come on, let's go, Scotty. Let's go. That's right. That's right. That's right. Kareem saying absolutely. There's going to be a lot of cap casualties in OKC. Well, we're just going to have to see how Sam Presti juggles it. It's his caboodle to figure out. We had the same similar problem in the last year, and we made our decisions. And I feel like we are in a good place. We made the right ones. I really do feel like that. Andrew's saying Harden peaked at 42.7 in Houston. Fred is making 42.8. So technically, Fred is the highest paid. So Andrew did go fact check this, and I thought I was right. Yeah, Fred is the highest paid Rocket in the history of the Houston Rockets. OG is the highest paid Nick in the history of the New York Knicks. And we're talking about franchises that had people like Akeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, Clyde Drexler, Charles Oakley, Patrick Ewing, Allen Houston. Yeah. These guys are the highest paid in their histories, guys. Highest paid in their histories. Speaking of the Rockets, let's go talk about something in memory lane real quick. Today is the day a year ago that Dylan Brooks dropped 39 points in a bronze medal game at the FIBA World Cup against the United States. So this is the 1 year anniversary of Canada kicking US's ass at FIBA World Cup last year over in the Philippines. Yeah. You remember that last year when Villain Dylan went off and beat USA and Anthony Edwards in that bronze medal game. Canada winning the bronze medal on this date a year ago today. So congratulations, Dylan Brooks, on the 1 year anniversary of that. That's right. I love that, man. And the Team Canada guys for their excellence at FIBA World Cup last summer. Yeah, there you go. Let's grow. Kareem saying, I'm trying to speak that jersey to its existence. It's my favorite. You want the pinstripes. I know you keep saying that. Well, everybody wants something. We got the purple fever right now. Everybody's got purple fever. All the fans want, where's the purple rebrand? Purple fever. I got purple fever. I can't help it. Purple fever. I want the purple. When are we rebranding to just purple? Purple fever maniacs, purple monsters. Just shush. We're red and black team, and we will wear purple this year, but on selected games. So get your purple fever out of you. You have a malady, and we need you to get the medicine to take care of it. You got purple fever, bro. You got purple fever, Kareem. That's what's going on here. Yeah, Fiercely saying, I was at the Marshall store last Saturday, and this guy was rocking the 2019 Champions t-shirt. I hope he wasn't too creeped out about me staring at him. Maybe eye candy. He thought that your eye was looking at him like candy. Yeah. Maybe you were like putting a little eye candy on him. He's like, oh, is it like Marie's like looking at him? Oh, yeah. And he's like, oh, he's like making passes. Have y'all ever seen that prank of the guy is sitting at the cafe and he's eating ice cream? And there's there's a lady. It's either a guy or a lady, and it's the opposite. And like they'll be eating it and they'll be licking it very suggestively and then looking straight at them. And they're like, oh, is that person checking me out? Is that girl like licking that ice cream very seductively towards me? Or vice versa, is that man? And then all of a sudden they're like thinking, ooh, they're flirting with me. They're like, it's gross. And then after they're done eating it, they put on like a blind, they put on like a glasses and get a cane. And they're like, oh, they weren't looking at me. That's such a funny prank. And in some ways, this is kind of like what you're talking about, Fiercey, with you watching the person in the shirt. No, you just have to compliment him on the shirt and say, I'm a Raptor freak. Big up to you representing our championship year. Yeah, just make it clear because, but hey, if you want to date, maybe the guy is cute. And you're like, yeah, I like your Raptors championship shirt. I'm really a big Raptors fan too. What's your name? Hi. I don't know. That's a great introduction right there. But yeah, assess first and be like, yeah, I'm not interested in this guy, but I'm interested in his shirt. That's for sure. There you go. David's saying probably makes more sense to look at a percent of salary cap as opposed to total money or year contract or size. No, David, the stat is we're calling right now. We could do percentage of salary cap as a stat, but that's boring. But what's the big money total? It doesn't matter if it's over time. The numbers are going up. It's just the damn truth. OG Anunoby is the highest paid New York Knickerbocker in the history of that long franchise that started with the very first year of the NBA. And that's just the truth. That's just the damn truth. That's right. Andrew saying, Dylan, the effing mother effing Dylan. Yeah, villain. That's right. He's a badass, man. You go, Dylan Brooks. You go. Uncle St. David getting praised from Cowboy. And Fiercely saying, I like purple, but the fact it's associated to shitall frustration prevents me from jumping on the purple fever bandwagon. Laugh out loud. Look, we can get a percentage of purple, but it should never, ever be the primary color of our franchise ever again, guys. It's great for remembering on seasons like this year. 30th anniversary. It's great. It's nostalgic. But we're going forward into the future. We're not going back. This is once again a theme this week. We're not going back. And I'm not about going back to that. And especially since we're in a rebuild, this year looks very, very tough as far as the schedule in the beginning of the season. Our record could very much look like the early days of the Raptors this year. And we don't need post-traumatic stress for old Lex here, going through the 20-win seasons wearing all purple again. Because, yeah, the 90s was like that for me. And I just can't do this. Youngsters, you don't understand what it was like back then. In some ways, it was painful. And you're going to bring back old memories in the old head like me. If you bring the purple full on back every single game, I'm telling you, it's special. It won't be special if y'all throw it in there all 82 games this season. It's not special anymore. So in some ways, we're not rebranding this year, Raptors fans. We still have our regular colors and our regular stuff. It's just for select games this year at our arena, we will be wearing the throwbacks, just so y'all know. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. And respect of Dylan Brooks. That's right. Let me do the rundown. I know I'm over time. I'm 10 minutes over. I thought I'd only go 20 minutes, but hey, I had to keep going, guys. Once again, the coaching staff for Andrew Jones has been announced. His coaches for the 905 this year will be Josh Henderson, Cerise, Arslan Jamil, Matt Gray, and Brandon Leftwich. And two of those guys were on this team last year, at least two of them. Jamil and Leftwich were coaches for the Raptors 905 last year. We did our Instagram stories. All the Raptors are in Miami getting ready to play and practice like crazy. Today is the birthday of former Raptor Roger Mason Jr. So happy birthday to Roger Mason Jr. He is 30. Oh, wait, he's 44 years old today. Roger Mason Jr., former Raptor and former Bull. The Raptor Freak WNBA Fantasy League is in the finals week, and it is David versus Meredith in the finals. They will play games tonight. We'll start it off. And for the bronze game, it'll be myself against Kareem Thomas, our dunk champion, for the bronze trophy in this league. So both these games count for trophies. So they're going for gold and silver, and Kareem and I are going for the bronze, third place. So that's what's up right there. All right, I think that's pretty much it. I ran through the gauntlet comments. I'm sorry if I missed any comments today. I enjoyed playing Nuggy the Ruggy special Where in the World trivia with the cards that he gave me for my birthday last week. It was fun. You guys had a lot of fun doing that. It was a great stream. Very, very fun. Fiercely saying PTSD for Lex is purple fever. Mine is Trent Sr. at the sauna. All right, Beersy, you're making me laugh. This is really, really funny. I'm going to give you a 10-pointer because you're awesome. 197 for Fiercely Salsera on the dunk chart. 197. That is so awesome. That's hilarious. And Fiercely saying good luck to the Raptor Freak fantasy participants. Yes, David, Commissioner Trivia versus the current WNBA fantasy champion from last year, MK. And Meredith has not lost a game this season. He's absolutely undefeated and has no zero loss. He had one tie, but he's not lost a damn game. And if he wins this week, he will be a champion back-to-back with an undefeated season. And I'm telling you, I'm impressed with that. So Meredith's holding down for Ottawa in a big-time way like that. Oh, my gosh. That is an impressive feat. And it's going to be a part of the Raptor Freak family legend for sure, MK. Doing that on the WNBA. He's won both the years we played if he wins this week. So, yeah, it's a big, big deal. All right, y'all, thanks for watching me. Tomorrow we'll do a Wow Wednesday. I'm going to do some wild cards, too. We got a little special wild card Wednesday tomorrow. I'll be opening up some packs, and it's going to be a little bit different in celebration of some other things around the Toronto area. But, yeah, be ready for wild card Wow Wednesday tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have some very good news that Christian Coloco is back for sure. And all kinds of good stuff happening for the Raptors coming up soon. Y'all, make sure you vote for the 905 highlight bracket. And, yeah, vote for who you want. I'm not going to tell you to vote for. You have your own sensibilities of which of the highlights from 905 are the ones that deserve to go forward in that little contest that they're doing there. Yeah, Fiercely saying I lost to Meredith by only 7 points. Ottawa, stand up. That's right. Yeah, he's really good at this. And, yeah, really, really good. All right. Thanks, everybody. Go out and touch grass. Raptorize your day like Nab Bhatia would. Share the love. And I'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. as always. I appreciate everybody for being here today. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's go Raptors. Let's go Toronto Scepters. Yeah, how about that? Let's go WNBA Toronto. Let's get our name, Teresa. I want to know what our name's gonna be. Let's go.